I'm live. Oh, I didn't see you there. How weird would that be? I'm here. Now this is bad because now I think, I should have thought this out because I said I was going to do this. I don't know if you can hear me and what the light is like in my apartment because we're in my apartment now. Last time when I did this, I was in Mexi Park. I was at Chris Manara is here. Jonathan Leonard is here. I'm glad I tore Jonathan Leonard away from his Japanese wrestling. Normally, this is his night to go watch Kenny Omega. I thought I had a spit thing happening there. All right, hold on. But so here's how it would be like if I was really talking to you. This is a fucking angle with the lens. So I need to boost up I need a booster seat for my goddamn thing. Audio's fine, thank you, David. Hi, Liana, how are you, doll? Good to see you. All right, I gotta find here. We'll use my copy of the Four Agreements, which I read almost weekly, sometimes daily, and then Finding Ultra, which I use as inspiration for Rebirth Day. It's a dude who was like, this is great. He's like rejecting middle age, becoming one of the world's fittest men, and discovering myself because he decided he was too fat when he weighed 230 pounds. The equivalent of that would be if I was in 5th grade and I decided, I'm going to become an ultra marathoner. That'd be fucking great. I love people like that when they're like, oh my God, I weigh like 210. I'm out of control. I'm like 210. My fucking leg weighs 210. I don't know where you're getting off being 210 and being upset about it. All right, I boosted this and I moved back. I feel I look kind of weirdly monstrous. Like I want to be close. It's the same dilemma I have when I do the podcast. Because when I do the podcast here, I'll show you. Like I'm literally like right like this, but then this week I did, and I kind of leaned back. Oh, it went dark and now light. I control the sun. All right. Let's see. Colette is here. Thank you, Colette. Thank you for showing up. Diane Kreitz is here. That's the queen of the little monsters. She's got right now. She's literally tuned into this. Her ferrets have killed a local goat. That just happened because she decided to take her eyes off them for 5 seconds. Her ferrets just took down a local goat, which, by the way, is a great name for a restaurant, not as good a name for a band, The Local Goat. David says the audio is fine. Liana, Chris Manara, how am I feeling about the Bears this year, Chris? It's funny because I'm doing some of these exclusively sports things going forward. I don't know for Patreon or for here. Fuck Patreon. Nobody on Patreon wants to hear about the Bears, but I'll get to the Bears in just a second. Jonathan's caught up with the G1. Matt Henshaw, good evening, Mike. Great show this week. Thanks for sharing those reads. I don't know what reads you were sharing. Liana are you driving, Liana? Liana, you can't be driving and watching this fucking thing. No way. Dude, you're going to wind up wrapped around a telephone pole, and then they're going to unearth you, and then they're going to find me just babbling in a fucking circle on your goddamn phone, and they're going to go, you know what? This woman was the victim of a motor mouth. She was the victim of a motor mouth on a crosswalk. Hi, Mike, just get back from Portillo's while listening to your podcast. Heard about this awesome live stream. Matt Pitkin, I'm glad, man. This live stream is happening and everybody's excited for it, even though I don't know if I have anything to say or much to say, certainly. But you went to Portillo's? I got news for you. I'm going to Portillo's next Monday because I'm going to a baseball game in Anaheim with Jimmy Pardo to go see the White Sox and the goddamn Angels. And I don't know if I should tell you. Well, I won't tell you this, but who cares? I'll be there. I'll be at Portillo's next Monday. What'd you have, man? I'll ask. Why not? We're friends. We're close. We're all in the room here together. I control the vertical. Oh, it's the outer limits, David. What are those fucking? I'll tell you what. If one of those Zuni misfits climbs up on my shoulder, that's still the scariest. That's right up there with the fucking doll from Trilogy of Terror. The fucking the devil doll that tried to turn Karen Black into a live devil doll and chased her through her house. She's like, nah, whatever the fuck. Those Zuni misfits from Outer Limits, like the ants with the human faces. Oh, dude, scary as fuck. So Zuni misfits and Karen Black, Trilogy of Terror, scary misfit doll with the spear and the shield. Those are the 2 worst monsters in the history of television. And I have spoken. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. What if that was what it all about? I wanted to pull the only 2 monsters from television that were scarier. Matt says the books. Oh, those books. Oh, yeah, you're going to read. Well, the Four Agreements is one I've been talking about for years and years. I just bought Finding Ultra because I found the guy interesting. But again, it's just hard for me to relate to a dude who's just like, oh, my Christ, I weigh 150 pounds. I'm so overweight. You just want to, it's like, it must be like when women see some woman and she's just like, oh, I never eat. I just have to have a salad because I'm so heavy at 121. I got to lose a pound. It's like, dude, I lose a pound standing up. Seriously, my fucking knees just creak, and it's like I lose a pound moaning. I every time I stand up, I shed a pound of moans. So I just get that much lighter every time I fucking stand up. It's like, whoa! It's like a fucking haunted house. Chris says, create a separate sports show. That would be incredible. Chris, you're very nice to say so. We've got 18 people here. We got 6 likes. Again, that's a weird ratio. That seems strange. 12 of you still on the fence about whether or not to like this. Queen of the Monsters sends me a ghost. Stephen Edwards is back. Mike with an exclamation point. Stephen with an exclamation point. Look there. Look here. Look there. Look here. Matt broke my. You did. Oh, you broke it for your brother. Matt bought me a thing. He bought me on Cameo. Folks, do you know about Book Me Cameo? The thing. It's another weird drill where I try to steal your money for no good reason. You can book me to shout at your family, which seems really ridiculous. But Matt did it. He's on board. You can see him right there in the chat room. He loved it. I'm yawning. I'm trying to fight through that even here. Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Sweeby. Or is that Catherine? That might be Catherine. Another great show today. Mike Ryan, you're the fucking best. I'll tell you what. You know what? This week's show felt great. I got to be honest. It's like, how do I explain this? Like, things have changed in the world, so you can't like kind of fire away and be politically incorrect a lot of the times. And I don't think that I'm politically incorrect. I like to think that you guys know who I am, but also I've kind of, you don't want to have any filters. You want to be able to say whatever the fuck you want. However, I found through the course of year 10 that maybe that's not the best course of action. And also the world is changing. There's things you can't say, things people don't want you to say, a lot of things that upset people. And I don't mean to be a guy who upsets people. Certainly I don't want to be that fella. I want people to come in and tune into the show. But this week, I kind of just fucking, our friend Robert Chaz Shute, who's a great guy, he wrote me an email today, and he was like, hey, man, this is what we fucking wanted. And he wrote, rumble, young man, rumble. And I'm like, fuck yeah, just fucking talk. So I did a podcast today, and I did yesterday's show, our show, and I was still feeling it today, and I was me again. And I like being that fucking mouthy guy who doesn't really fucking think before he speaks. I love being, I love being a meathead, a fucking mouthy meathead. That's what I am. Mouthy meathead. And what did I say? Leanna, I hope you're the victim of motor mouth. I'm a mouthy motor mouth meathead. Motor mouthy meathead. When am I coming to Colorado? Chris, I don't know. I might be coming to Colorado to visit our good friend, Evil Dennis from the UN of Evil, but I know about doing a show. I would love to do a show. I just found out. All right. So here's the thing. Colette, to get notified when a live stream goes up, click the bell icon. Are you talking to me or talking to the people? I don't know how that works. Hey, I got a weird, look at that bump. Yeah, I look all shiny. I got to mop myself. I'm not sweating, but I look shiny in the sun. Perhaps I have a blister in the sun. We just lost somebody. So they went from 22 and they said, he mopped his brow. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I can't stick around. It is Seth. It is the Proud Boys meet and greet, as a matter of fact. Thank you for stopping by. I can only hope that Harper doesn't grow up to marry some clod. Although that's, by the time Harper gets old enough, man, that's all we're going to have is clods in this fucking world for her to choose from. That'll be it. Invite Luke. You know what, Thomas? I hear what you're saying. And Thomas, you left a comment. All right, I'm glad you're here, dude. Badass Funk, the Phillies will not win the NL East because they did not get Manny Machado. I think it's a year early for that team. I think next year they become a full-blown divisional championship contender, but they're going to be fun to watch the rest of the year. I think they're still going to make some moves for smaller guys, and I think they're going to be in it all the way to the end. They could still win I think they'll win a wild card. I don't want to say division title yet because I still think the Nationals have a push in them, and I also think the fucking Nationals are going to go out and surprise everybody and get like some fucking genius pitcher. Like literally, they'll fleece they'll get DeGrom or somebody and just fucking ruin everybody's day in the NL East. But I can't count the Nationals out. I think the Braves and the Phillies are both kind of above their pay grade right now, and I think eventually it's going to wind up seeing them spiral off. We lost somebody on Baseball Talk. Let's see, Seth. Colette says, talking to the Jokers. Yeah, everybody. Because, I said it on the show, and then I didn't promote this. Like I should have, because in my head, stupid me. I'm just like, hey, man, nobody wants to fucking hear this because I'm dumb. So anyway, Thomas, let's talk about you really quick. You left a comment on one of the videos, and you were just like, Tom Online. And I don't know what that meant. Like, were you saying that, were you just checking in, like Tom Online, and just making sure I knew as you watched the video? I don't know, but it's good that you're here now. Perhaps you can solve this mystery. It was either hot dogs for Portillo's or walk over to Papa Passero's for pizza. Matt, what the hell are you doing in Lyle? Jesus Christ. Because Portillo's is like all over the joint, but Passero's, that's very specific. But if you look at my hand, see that thing right there? I got that at Passero's. I cut that in a meat slicer. Chopped the hunk off my goddamn hand. Hearing rumors the Phils could pursue Bryce Harper. They're trying to get Bryce Harper and Machado. Machado's their number one guy. That's what they want. They've got a bunch of outfielders that they like. This is turning into Phillies talk really quick, and I can see people disappearing. Oh, we got a new person. We got two people. I'm up to a Jordan. We're at 23 with 11 thumbs up. That's big news. Liana, it is 2 shows, although I guess this really technically isn't a show. Yesterday's show or this morning's podcast was certainly a show. Thomas, he's not getting an invite. I think I addressed that a second ago. Harper is watching. Seth, Harper can't. Bryce Harper. If Bryce Harper's watching, that's fine. But if you think having your daughter watch this is a smart move, I don't think it is. I know she's got her dirt shirt on and she's looking nice, but language a little bit rough for Harper here. Although YouTube's a fucking graveyard for kids' videos, and I heard there's like kids' videos with like secret sex messages and weird Nazi bullshit and stuff like that. Dude, what the hell happened to this fucking world? I saw a video today. Did you see the video of the guy in Canada? There's a white dude in flip-flops, and he's trying to stop like a Muslim black-looking dude from leaving a store because he's calling the police to report him for being an illegal alien. And he says he's going to make a citizen's arrest, and the dude just keeps trying to leave the store, and this guy keeps pushing him and won't let him leave the fucking store. You've got to break a guy's fucking neck when he does that, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I know you shouldn't because you're already half suspicious or whatever the fuck, but if there's a dude on the phone calling the cops on you and staring at you, and he won't let you leave a store. I mean, that's kind of what the fuck is it called? It's not kidnapping. It's the other thing. Fucking loss of movement. I don't know. There's some crime. It's Canada. Whatever the fuck. You know what? Just being that impolite in Canada should throw that guy in a goddamn cell. And he's going to make a citizen's arrest. Take it from a guy who made a citizen's arrest. It's not that easy. I mean, it was easy for me because we grabbed these kids and threw them in the back of a car. That's a story, by the way, I've never told on the show because that was Schmitty Comes Alive. Did anybody hear Buy Schmitty Comes Alive? Who cares? Just tweeted a link. No more baseball talk. What? Geo? All right. I say you work for me. I mean, that means if you work for me, you can't come in here and tell me not to talk about it. People want to talk about it. If people are asking about it, I got to fucking answer the goddamn question. You went to Westmont. All right. Yeah, that's where Papa's is. Okay, you said Papa Paceros because regular Paceros is in Lisle. Thank you, Matt. Alan. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Evil has showed up, also known as Alan Miller. Alan is a guy who lives in Kentucky and has been listening for 10 years. And then I came to Kentucky and he's like, yeah, I can't make it. I'm like, all right, man, I'm sorry you got to sell a lamp at a yard sale and you can't make the fucking show. Good for you. I finally show up in your state after 10 goddamn years. And you're like, I'd love to, except I have to negotiate over a sorry game that's missing 4 pieces at a yard sale. Couldn't possibly make the scene for your show, Mike. Let's see. Chris says, hi, Gio. There you go. Gio says hi to Chris. Chris says hi to Gio. Thomas wants me to talk football. Thomas, again, as you saw, Gio's the boss, and he just said no more baseball talk. I don't know if that applies for football talk as well. I got to think like Liana, false imprisonment. Liana knows. She's a fucking lawyer. She absolutely knows what was going on. But this dude is filming him. He's filming this guy. Or no, he's not filming. He's on the phone. And he keeps shoving him as he's trying to leave the goddamn store. And it's like, you're a white dude in flip-flops, man. You're not in a position to citizens arrest anybody, for fuck's sake. Get out of the way. Let a guy go home. What the fuck do you care? What is that? I mean, I'm enraged at what society has become and how people are getting involved in weird ways and trying to stop people and not stop people from living. It's just fucking dumb. Let's see. What do we got here? Seth is, he's not because I can't hear his TV. Seth asks if Lou is home. He's not because you would be able to hear Fox News bursting through the walls. He literally listens to it. Whenever he's home, the TV goes on and it's cranked all the way the fuck up. And by the way, I should do this. 8 years ago, I told you who he was, or 9 years ago. He's lived next door to me now for 10 years. He's a nice guy. I know, as I talked about on the show today, 40-year-old me was ready to fucking burn everything to the goddamn ground. Well, I mean, Lou's got a bumper sticker that says, I don't listen to the liberal media, or I am not a liberal, or whatever it fucking says. He listens to Fox News. He's a Trump guy. He's all of those bad things. But the guy gave me some bacon that he got out of his. I mean, I can't just completely shit on a fucking guy because he's a nice guy. It's just he's completely misguided and destroying the planet. I know it's a weird thing that you walk, right? I got a racist email from somebody in my family the other day. Like bad. And it's the thing where you're like, well, what do I do here? Do I just fucking cut this person completely loose, or do I just go, fuck, whatever, man, live your fucking life. I have not been to Denver Biscuit Company, Chris. The only biscuit place I ever went to was in Portland when I went to fucking Pine Street and Pine State. And I had the Reggie, which was fucking a big ass chicken cutlet with gravy and eggs, and that was before Rebirth Day. I choked it down, but it was damn good. Let's see, Gio, is Lou home? Alan, you do care, of course you care. Everybody cares. Why not? I made you cry with your nonsense. Well, Alan, how sad do you think I was in Kentucky? I could barely walk to that fucking show after the goddamn Spartan sprint, but I made it. You're off selling 4 spoons to strangers, for fuck's sake, and you couldn't even make it to the Kentucky show. What the hell? We're up to 26 people with 13 likes. That means half of you like this, half of you still undecided. All right, Diane. All right, David was going to leave, and Diane said, "Don't go," because she really likes reading his typing. Apparently, he is easy. Sadly, it's not as binary as we would like. I agree, Jonathan. I don't know. I don't know what binary means, but I'm going to agree with you. That's fine. You're totally right. Next time I'm in Colorado, I will go there, Chris. It's incredible. I understand it's a good thing. Nice racists. Yeah, I know, right? Nice racists are just, but they're awful. You're fucking ruining the planet. You can't feel that way. You can't be that way. You got to reach out. You got to help people. Just be cool to one another. That's all I fucking ask. Willis is here. David is painting, taking breaks. Matt, now I got you on my TV and the computer. Whoa, double the mic is freaky. That is kind of strange. How goes it? Well, Drew, it goes well. Thank you for showing up. Is that Drew Biznansky? All right. Hold on. Oh, look at Gio trying to get me to topics to talk about. Because I told Gio, I go, dude, I'm supposed to stream, but I don't know if I have anything to say. And he's like, just fucking go on there and talk about the Comcast, talk about these other things. And then I get here and I talk about baseball. And he's like, nobody wants to hear about baseball. Goodbye. We got 27 likes. We got 27 people and 20 likes. Man, I don't know if it's good to have me on the TV and the computer. You know, it'd be really weird if you could put in basketball and watch me on the TV and then have me on the computer. That would be weird. That would be like double Weird Schmidt stereo, although it's not stereo because I don't really talk in that fucking movie, except they go, whoa, whoa, and I fall down. It goes good, Drew. That's Drew Biznansky, I think. See, I was right. Well, Drewby. I mean, I don't know a lot of Drews, and I certainly think a Drewby is going to be that guy. Al, because you know what? That's what happens. Al, that's what Mex does. He's the color guy. He makes ahead and he goes ahead and he knows the difference between a burnt sienna and a tikka masala chicken or whatever the fuck is that. That's red though, right? That's not brown. Comcast isn't going to counter the Disney offer for Fox after inflating the bid by $20. Thoughts? Will Marvel release X-Men, DP, and New Mutants straight to video? Will they never release them? I'm going to go ahead and do this because Geo works for me and he's trying to help. I know he is. And he can see me flailing probably here as I just go ahead and read things off the stream. Living in America where simple stream like this buffers endlessly. Oh, Alan, I can't. I'm sorry you're buffering. That's bad. That is a whole lot of Schmidt, Casey Murphy. I've lost people. All right, so Geo and I have been talking about this because Geo doesn't care about sports. He cares about dogs and Adam Carolla. That's literally the only two things he cares about in his life. And also, Geo just sent me a picture of he bought an Optimus Prime statue for like $2 million. Everything in that sentence is wrong, but I'm still in the neighborhood. I know that. I just want to make you talk about shit with money. Yeah, true. If you're paying, I guess I have to do the thing. All right, you want to know? So Comcast is out on the Disney offer for Fox. They tried to cough up the $20 billion, but it wasn't really $20 billion. As we know, it was ghost money. It was that thing where they were like, well, we'll do this with stock futures and all these other things. They weren't really getting them $20 billion cash, if I remember correctly. Do I think Marvel is going to release X-Men, DP, and New Mutants? No, I don't. I think they're going to scrap the whole fucking thing and start from the beginning because they want to go ahead and control the X-Men. They want to control all their properties. And I think they're going to go ahead and put their hand, because I mean, those things are made and we've heard terrible things about Dark Phoenix. I mean, I don't even want to see a Dark Phoenix show. I can't see anything. I can't see any of these movies anymore. I'm sorry. I mean, if it's Marvel, I'll go. I'm going to go see Ant-Man, I think, but I still have to see the first Ant-Man. But I don't have any interest. Like today I saw a trailer for DC Titans. Did you see that? It's a TV show with Robin. Robin's the star of it. Good. I'm glad we've finally gotten Robin his own show. Thank God. And with Beast Boy and Starfire and a bunch of other fucking people. I don't know who they are. And the whole reason for the trailer is there's some chick who's got ghosts in her head, and then she finds Dick Grayson, and I think he's an accountant. And then she's like, you're the boy from the circus. And then Robin turns into Robin, and he beats up a bunch of guys in an alley. And then some guy goes, where's Batman? And this is the whole point of the trailer. Robin goes, fuck Batman. That's the whole point of the trailer. And in my head, I'm like, where the hell are they going to air this that he gets to say fuck Batman? Because it's a TV show. I don't know if it's like I don't think it's a Netflix property, and I don't think it's going to be does DC have a streaming thing that I don't know about? Because again, I'm an old person. I just learned about streaming last week on a daybed in fucking Mexi Park. I don't know anything about doing it here in my goddamn apartment, as you can tell, except I control the sun. Oh, did you see that? It went dark and then light. Let's see. All right. So I've answered that. I knew it was Megatron Geo. I did that to make you mad. I said Optimus Prime and $2 million because it was funny. Because honestly, Optimus Prime for $2 million is just as silly as what you paid for, in my opinion. But again, that's just me. I mean, you're talking to a guy who's got a fucking Boston Terrier with a Phillies hat on his goddamn desk. So I mean, who am I to judge what anybody spends their money on? And those were gifts. So I mean, I didn't spend any money on those. Those were gifts from fans and people who were nice, or listeners or friends, I should call them. The Alien Queen is now a Disney princess. Exactly, Gio. See, that's what I'm talking about. Disney acquires this, and now the Alien Queen is a Disney princess, I think. I don't know if I'm agreeing with you or not. Seth, let's see. I bought an Optimus figure import for, does it give you a handy at least? Drew, I was teasing about the $2 million. Matt, first, Ant-Man is awesome. Haven't checked out the new one yet. I'm excited about the new one. I'm excited about the old one. I need to see them all. I'm excited about ants in general, unless it's those Zuni Misfit ants I talked about earlier from Outer Limits. Again, if you see one of those on my shoulder, please alert me, although I guess I'll see it because I can see myself right here. Yeah, no, we know it's you, David. That's fine. You hate me. Geo says no. Diana says ha ha. Teen Titans is Cartoon Network. Yeah, no, it's not. It's called Titans, Jonathan. It's not called Teen Titans. It's the Teen Titans, but it's a live action show called Titans, and they swear in it, and it's dark, and it's people fucking fighting, and again, it's dark. Again, why dark? Why has Batman infected the entire DC universe? Can't somebody smile in that fucking thing? I mean, who's a DC guy? Get Mr. Mixelplick his own goddamn show and let him prank people. Let him and David Blaine go out and pull tricks on people in the fucking street. That'll be something I'll watch. Blaine and Mixelplex. Get them out there pulling cards out of beer bottles and making people laugh. That's a show. That's a goddamn comic book show. Quit being all dark with bullshit. Let's see. Dufresne. Oh, that's your dog, right? That's Seth's dog. Seth has the dog Dufresne. That's not Dufresne. That was a gift from Michelle Jacobs, but it might be Dufresne, Seth, as a matter of fact. I actually wanted to post your video you sent me. Seth sent me a video of his Boston Terrier fucking a rug. There's no other way to put it. Just kind of like belly down and just crawling around like this and just rubbing its fucking joint directly into a goddamn Oriental rug. By the way, I just said Oriental. Can you say that with rug still? Oriental rug, right? It's not an Asian rug. They didn't change this. A Far East rug? I don't know. It could be a Far East rug. Your son gave Ant-Man an 8 out of 10, Canadian random person. Well, look, there's no greater endorsement for a film than the offspring of Canadian random person going ahead and throwing it an 8 out of 10. Which you know what, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say that's also a 4 out of 5. Why not just clean it up? Just go 4 out of 5 right there. First Ant-Man was a snooze. New one is funny, says Dave Fogerson. Dave, thanks for showing up. DC's upcoming streaming service. They're going to have a streaming service? Really? That just seems nonsense. If I had a power, it would be to control all the animals. Matt, this seems like journal entries now at this point. I understand you had a hot dog, but you're getting a little ahead of yourself with the superpower nonsense. Let's see. I'm going to run to Dairy Queen. Anyone? Anything? Murph, you know what I would really want? A Buster bar, like a Dilly bar, the peanut bar but it's a rebirth thing. I can't have ice cream anymore or candy and that kind of nonsense. But they used to have a candy bar. It was like vanilla, not ice cream, because whatever the fuck Dairy Queen serves, vanilla whip or whatever they called it. Whip. You got to pronounce the H. And then they covered it in fudge and peanuts, and then they covered that in chocolate. God damn, I could put away a box of those motherfuckers in a night when I was fat, Mike. All right. So says LOL. No thanks, Casey, but thanks for asking. David says dark is just dull if there's not enough light for contrast. And Gio, you're trying way too hard. Dark is just dull if there's not enough. Oh, okay. So hold on, David. Again, I control the sun. I like controlling the sun. Don't tell me what it is. I don't want to know that. I have never had a cake shake, Matt, because that just seemed even too fat for me. The fact that they would jam a fucking half a birthday cake into a shake and blend it up and hand it to you, it just seems. You know what? This is going to sound weird. It sounds obscene. It sounds exquisitely American. Like if you told fucking people overseas that, hey, we're jamming an entire birthday cake into a fucking shake. Like it's bad enough you need a birthday cake or even have a fucking shake, but then you got to blend the two together and you got to fucking put it on that girder machine and whip it into a fucking sludge, a cake sludge. That's all you're doing. You're eating, because look, I know the best part of cake is cake and ice cream, and then it melts and you get whip it all together, and it's kind of a thing. So I guess that's essentially a cake shake in a bowl. But Jesus Christ, dude, when you're in there and you're fucking putting a whole slice of cake in with a bunch of ice cream and just mixing that the fuck up and choking it down, question your priorities. It's better if you're in Portillo's, you're eating meat and hot dogs and fries and bullshit. You don't need to top it off with a cake shake. Like cake, you know what a cake shake is? Cake shake is literally last meal nonsense. Like if you're in prison, that's something you would order. That would be your final coup de grace. My last taste of anything on this planet, if I can't have pussy, is a fucking cake shake. Just jam a birthday cake into a fucking gallon of ice cream and whip the fuck out of it so I can coat myself in the sludge and just slip off into the afterlife covered in calories. Dave, I hear it, exactly. Let's see. Jonathan Leonard. Oh, you love that band, certainly. Agreed. Minneapolis immigrant commie baby strangler lady. First of all, Gio, stop giving money. You got to stop. I know you're very nice and you're thinking you're helping in a way. And see, this is what I'm going to do on the street. Now he's going to yell at me when I'm off of here. He's going to be very angry at me, and he's going to go, dude, why are you telling people not to do that? Because it just feels disingenuous and dumb. And also, you work for me, man. All right. We're 28 people with 25 likes. That's good. That's a good ratio. I like that. 3 of you, again, still on the fence. I have to drink something because it's been 23 minutes of nonstop fucking yammering. Gio's been educating me about streaming. And he sent me a thing yesterday. He always sends me clips of things so I can understand what streaming's about and what people are doing. He sent me a clip yesterday of a dude eating a 15-pound sushi roll. And I look, he's like, you got to watch it just because the guy, he goes, spoiler alert, the guy tries to power through it. He doesn't make it, but he makes all these horrible noises. And the thing is, the guy's like, he's like, I can't eat 15 pounds of a sushi roll, but I can eat 4.5 pounds in under 10 minutes, or I have to eat a baseball size hunk of wasabi. That's as far as I got in the video. I didn't watch him eat. I didn't watch him do the wasabi. I didn't watch any of it. But Gio's just like, yeah, this is streaming. And this guy had over 2 million fucking views. 2 million views on trying to gulp down this sushi and then have to eat the wasabi. And he was terrible. This is the thing that cracked me up. Again, people will watch you put yourself through torture and pain, I suppose. But also the guy was awful. I don't understand how anybody, look, I've talked 24 minutes now with barely a breath. And because that's what I can do. I'm not a sushi eater. I'm not a wasabi choker downer. I'm a guy who talks. But all these other videos, when you watch them, when they film them and they put them up, everybody talks for 8 seconds and then they stop it. Then they talk for 8 more seconds and then they stop it. Everybody has to measure their words and think about what the fuck they're going to say. And that's just like, that's antithetical to doing streaming. That's not streaming. That's a lot of fucking stop starting. All you're doing is, you know what you're doing? You're getting your message across in Morse code. I mean, I'm a full-blown message. I'm streaming. I'm coming at you. You can see no cuts and no edits. But those motherfuckers, it's just like, hello and welcome again to The Beast Show. I went to a sushi place in New Jersey, and they made a 15-pound sushi roll. And I'm going to eat 4 pounds of it in 10 minutes. If not, I'm going to eat this giant ball of wasabi. It's fucking awful, man. It's Morse code garbage, and what the fuck are you doing? But I say that, and the motherfucker has 2 million views, and I'm informed that that's $20,000 that guy has made from that video alone. Now look, did he have to spend it all on medical care and surgery for choking down that wasabi and trying to cough up that fucking sushi? Probably. Did he wind up in intensive care for a while? The beast from New Jersey eating sushi poorly? Yes. But 20 grand, man. Are you fucking kidding? For one video? That's all I got to do. What do I got to do? You know what I got to do? I got to find a local goat. I got to get some ferrets and take down a local goat and then eat it out in an open field somewhere. Actually, that's what I texted to Gio. I go, dude, I got to start eating garbage. Let's film me eating garbage and posting the motherfucker. Gio says he's going to hit me. I don't blame him, of course. Things like that need to make it shot for him. 2,000 calories. Dude, 2,000 calories. That just, you know what that doesn't even sound like? It doesn't sound like food. 2,000 calories sounds like a horror movie from Dario Argento. Like they trapped some guy in a room with edible walls and he had to eat his way out before his stomach burst. Dude, I just wrote a great movie. How great is that movie? You trap a guy in a food house, like a Hansel and Gretel food house, and he's going to die in 24 hours unless he can eat his way out, and then he has to get out before his stomach bursts. Just build thick walls of fudge. Would you pay to see a guy eat thick walls of fudge, try to escape a fudge house before his stomach bursts? God damn it, I would. Unless it was me. I can't fucking eat. You know who does that very well? The Beast from New Jersey. He'd be fantastic eating his way out of a fudge house. Gio, don't hit me. LA Beast. I'm not the LA Beast. That's not fucking happening. That's my brother, actually. But Lenny's, I've talked about that before. Lenny's, his first, he had two different stand-up names. Well, he had an executive name when he was at Little Caesars, and then he had a stand-up name. His executive name was L.A. Schmidt because he's Leonard Albert Schmidt. So he had it on his business cards at Little Caesars, L.A. Schmidt, because he's in Los Angeles. He was L.A. Schmidt. Awful. But then he became a stand-up, and my brother had a stage name early in his career. You know what it was? I.B. Leonard. I.B. Leonard. Oh, no. Dude, are you? And you know what? But the funniest thing, he's more successful than me. He's out there now on fucking ships and playing these Carnival cruises and all this other nonsense. He's killing it out there, for God's sake. So he weathered the I.B. Leonard storm and made it work for him. I got to scroll down because I'm missing what people are saying. I just tried to scroll down with my finger again. Hi, I don't know what touchscreens are. There's no like button on your screen, Diane. That's okay. You don't have to. I think it's the little smiley face guy, possibly, although I don't know. When's the last time I pulled a royal family? Did it stop after it was caught on video? I haven't done a royal family in a long time. I'm uncomfortable talking about this, quite frankly, because it's not really my subject matter that I care to discuss. However, I will tell you this. When that sort of event arises these days, I'm usually in a car because I'm in a car most of the time, or I'm at the gym. And so in the gym, what I will do is there's other people in the gym. You can't just royal family in a goddamn gym. So I will politely excuse myself from my trainer, John, and I will go and use the restroom, and then I will take care of my business in there. In the car, I have to wait till passengers are out of the car, and then I take care of my business in there. So the royal family may have been retired, I think. I haven't done it in a very long time, and I quite frankly, I'm disgusted that you would even remember it or you would ask me about it. The sushi thing is stupid, yet you watch Good Mythical Morning. I have no idea what Good Mythical Morning is, but I'm sure you love it. I'm sure if it's something you enjoy watching, that's great. True facts, though I'd listen to William Shatner stream like that, he would stream like this. I can't do Shatner. My buddy, who did I just see? I saw some hot chick sitting on Shatner's lap, and I was so fucking pissed. Oh, Charisma Carpenter. I follow Charisma Carpenter on Instagram. Why? Because she's a goddamn walking boner. Holy fuck, is Charisma Carpenter hot. Just the name makes you want to rail the shit out of her. And then you get her fucking dude, her Playboy. This literally, this came from her Playboy. I'm not even joking. Charisma Carpenter's Playboy. That's how I got this fucking forearm. Look at that. Oh, that's like, you know what? That's what my calves look like when I was on the Spartan Sprint. Charisma Carpenter is worth a fucking workout for both fucking hands. But she posted on her Snapchat or whatever the fuck that she was sitting on William Shatner's lap, and I was just like, you old wife murdering fuck. Set your phaser to die already. How the fuck are you still around? But then I listened to his version of Common People by Pulp, and I love it. It's fucking phenomenal. Because Butch Walker came in and just fucking amazingly, the production on it is killer. The music's fantastic. And Shatner's read is fucking gorgeous. I cannot lie. His read, she came from Greece. She had a thirst for knowledge. It's so good. If you don't know what it is, go listen to Common People with William Shatner and fucking Butch Walker. It's so good. Pulp's version is great, but his version's better than Pulp's. I know that's weird. And I'm not even a Shatner guy, but boy, is it good. Hold on. We got to scroll. I got to scroll down again. Let's see. Rob Zombie's House of 2,000 Calories. Exactly, Jonathan, right? True facts. I listen to Shatner. Geo says is. I don't know what that means. Is. You'll get views if you do reaction videos. Most are terrible. If the reactor's saying nothing interesting, your takes would get views. So react to what? Like, do I have to be filming myself at all times and stumble upon an accident, or is it? Well, that's what my mind goes to, reacting to something terrible, like watching, like when they used to do the Two Girls One Cup videos, and it was so terrible where they were just like, I will tell you this. I was talking to some people today, and I described somebody. I was like, look, and I apologize. I'll just get this out of the way right now, and I will tell you, it's none of you people with 30 people watching and 28 likes, and you may want to take some of your likes away once I tell you this. I was describing a girl, and I said, because she's not attractive. And I said, it looked like she tried to break into a house through a tennis racket. I mean, it's just because it's just not a good look. And my friend is like, do you ever think about just writing like an old timey hard boiled detective novel with those kind of things in it? And I was like, I thought about it. And then of course I stopped thinking about it immediately because what am I going to do? Type something and try to make a living? Fuck no, that's not happening. I just lost 2 people in one fell swoop. They bailed on the tennis racket thing. Baron von Schmidt. Yes. I knew it when I was saying it. I said the UN of Evil needs a Baron. And I knew my name qualified, but I like Baron Akiyoshi. I think that's even better because they had like Barons and Montefuscos and whatever the fuck else back in feudal Japan. 2 Girls, One Cup 10-year anniversary reaction video. See, but here's the thing, Jill. I've never even seen it because I think we know very well that I'm not. We got even number of likes and people. That's fine. It's a ratio I can enjoy at 31-37. The thing is with the 2 Girls, One Cup, I never watched it because I'm not a fucking scat guy. Like I avoided it like the goddamn plague. And I've seen terrible things. I told you I've seen guys get chainsaws in the face. I've seen all sorts of bad shit. Guys getting their fucking legs blown up. A guy shooting himself in the fucking head. Guys landing on electrical wires. I've seen horrible internet nonsense. I've seen Grapefall Lady. I've seen that. Hold on. You know what? I did this with my windows open, so people are going to walk by and possibly peer in at me, which I can't have that. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you this. I've taught. I got to see if it's him. There's a dude who lives in my building, and he's walked by before, and I've described him on the air. He's a big guy, nice guy, but boy, he just looks miserable. He just looks like his shoes are screaming in pain. I mean, he's just and when I see a big dude like that, I want to talk to him because I'm going to go, look, man, I was you. You gotta grab the fucking reins. And am I whispering? By the way, can you hear? I hope you can still hear me. So I met him. I met the guy, and I don't want to give his fucking name here, but like, God damn it, I introduced myself to him. I'm like, hey, I'm Mike. And his name is, I got to get close. Can you hear me? Is this okay? Hold on. Can you hear me now? This is not his name, but his name was like, he goes, hi, I'm something O'Radio. Like an Irish name, but with an object at the end of it. I don't want to say what it is because of who he is. I don't want to Google the fucking guy because he might be a YouTube star. I got no fucking idea. But he gave me his name. And it was funny. Like at first I thought it was a goof. But it's that thing where you can't call a guy out because I'm meeting him for the first time and I can't say, well, that's, obviously you're fucking hosing me here. I don't know why you're trying to run a game on me because that happens a lot in this town. Guys are pranking and they're pulling a bunch of bullshit. I think I told you guys the story about one time I left my sushi place and Aziz was out there with fucking Michael Bush and another guy. They had that show on MTV. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but they had they grabbed my wife. They grabbed Karen. And they started to ask her a bunch of questions and are interviewing her. And I literally walked in the middle of it. I go, hey, Aziz. Hi, Mike. I've worked with you guys at UCB. I said, come on, hon. Because you're not going to go, don't stooge out my fucking wife, you goofs. But Karen was all, she's sweet and nice and she's the perfect foil for those sorts of things. She's a great mark. You got a camera. Karen's happy to talk because she was all smiley and stuff. But certainly when they tried to swoop in, I'm just like, nah, I got to save her from those guys. When in reality, again, that might have just been another reason she fucking left. That could have been her big break. Maybe they really loved her and they wanted to put her on the goddamn show and then she would have broken through, but she bailed because I wound up stealing that from her too, along with the rest of her goddamn life. Diane found the like button. Good for you. Claire Kramer was on his lap too. Yeah, it's right. Shatner, what the fuck, man? You're killing people. He killed his wife. He banged her head off the side of a swimming pool and then dumped her in. And then he pretended he didn't do it. And then he got to make fucking that show with William Shatner, with fucking Sadler. Not Sadler. Who the fuck? Spader. I literally went William Shatner, William Sadler, James Spader. I almost said David Spader. You're witnessing the deterioration of my brain in real fucking time. I just talked about those guys editing and cutting down. Maybe I ought to fucking do that. I just messed up 4 fucking names in a 9-second window. That is the Geo you hear so much about, sporadic asthmatic. Giovanni Giorgio Peluso. Again, as I've mentioned, he's the guy, he runs the show here. He's in charge. Mike doing reaction videos is kind of a genius idea. Hi, Lori. Oh, wait, hold on. This message has been held for review. I got to see what that says. Hold on. Okay, this is about Shatner, not about me. Set your penis to formerly wrinkly. All right, so cool. Mike doing reaction videos. I don't know what I would react to, though. That's the thing. Have I heard the song Choices by E40? I have not. It is Giovanni. React to trailers, react to music. I love it. I saw two dudes, two African-American dudes. They fucking listened to Eddie Van Halen for the first time. They listened to Eruption. And it blew their fucking minds. They were just like, oh my God. Like they couldn't believe it. It was so fucking great. So maybe I guess there's something in that. But I mean, what am I going to react to? Future? I mean, I've heard everything. I'm old. Nobody wants to watch me react to the shit I already like. I did go to Two Girls, One Cup because that's the legendary one, dude. And I've never seen it. I made sure to avoid it. I saw the Family Guy jokes. I saw everybody else's reaction bullshit. I saw the grandmas that got lured into seeing it. And Scat's not for me, man. Scat's not my thing. I'm not into it. It's not my deal at all. Reacting TV shows you like, I don't know. Don't ask, but they're really popular. All right. Well, yeah, but we also have the unboxing things. Geo tells me I got to start. You know what? It's funny. I came home from Japan in February. I still have Kit Kats from Japan, like 10 different flavors to try like on the air and make that a video. But they're just sitting here in a shopping bag. I mean, because in my head, I'm like, well, who the fuck wants to watch me eat candy bars? I know it's ridiculous. I talk myself out of this shit all the god. Even today, I wrote Gio, I go, dude, I said I'd be streaming at 6 o'clock, but nobody cares about that nonsense. And he's like, you got to get on there. I'm going to fucking murder you because Gio's the boss. Let's see. The like button is the thumbs up icon under the video to the right. I don't even see it. Well, you know why? Because I can't like my own video. What if I could? Ding, 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 ding. 1,000 likes. They love this guy. Let's see. Joe Rogan filmed one in 2009. Two Girls, One Cup. Did he really? That's just nasty. I don't know if Joe's a scat guy. I've never met the guy. Today I could react to the white guy who called the cops and the black guy. Dude, you know what? Fuck that. There was a guy, if you haven't heard this fucking story, again, everybody's calling the cops. Leave the cops alone. The cops have guns. Never involve guns. If you can avoid it, if there's any way you can avoid guns in your confrontation, do it. But when you're literally in a situation where you're like, well, this person's using a coupon they probably shouldn't be using, I better call the guys with guns. What the fuck? They're at an LA Fitness in Virginia. There's a basketball game, and a dude sets a hard screen on another dude. That dude hits the court, gets up, storms off, and calls the cops. Says, I need the cops here for a hard foul. And then the cops come, and the cops are just like, is this just basketball garbage, or did he really assault you? And he's like, he knows what he did. Dude, don't call the guys with guns. If there's another mantra we can all live by, other than be nice and be cool to everybody, don't involve the guys with guns. The guys with guns have other more important fucking things to take care of, okay? Send the guys with guns off to deal with the other guys with guns. Let them fucking settle that shit, and let's settle the basketball fouls and the women with coupons and the guy you think might look suspicious at the grocery store. Let people live their fucking lives, man. Is that cool? Can you just go ahead and, people shouting in a bar, don't call the fucking cops. Either, you know what, leave the bar or fucking slap somebody in the fucking face, all right? Just take care of it yourself. Do something. Is Joe Rogan a scat guy? I don't know. Again, I haven't met Joe. I've tried to get on the Joe show, but it's not. And I still, dude, to this day, you know what fucking pisses me off? That other Mike Schmidt, comedian, fucking lawyer, whatever the fuck he is, he did Joe Rogan's show and he got on. And so now I still get like once a week, I get an email. They're like, hey man, I got a buddy in jail for murdering a baby. Can you help him or whatever the fuck? Hey, my buddy's he had sativa in his pocket. Can you help me out with a rough, dude? And I write him and I'm like, I'm always polite. I'm just like, dude, wrong Mike Schmidt. I mean, and I'll tell you what, if it continues, I'm just going to start giving out bogus legal advice. Hey, they caught my buddy with sativa. Well, you know what? Lock him the fuck up. Who the fuck does he think he is? Is he better than the rest of us? You fucking dope fiend. Throw him in goddamn solitary. Let him scratch his name into the wall like Brooks in fucking Shawshank. And then fucking have him deliver books to everybody in goddamn cells. And then he escapes and he can hang himself. That's what I think about your sativa-loving friend. And then I'll ruin it for the other Mike Schmidt and everybody be mad at him. I think it's a good idea. Let's see. What do you think he grows his mushrooms in? Who grows his mushrooms? What was that? I was talking about mushrooms? I think it was. I'm not saying Rogan is into poop sex, Geo. I'm not saying that about Joe Rogan. I wouldn't possibly, because I have no idea. He might be. Who knows if he is? Just today, the San Francisco 49ers quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, who's like 26, was seen on a date in Beverly Hills last night with Kiara Mia, who's a 41-year-old porn star. I mean a porn star. I'm not just like, tee-hee, I like boys. No, I'm talking like 5 dicks in the face, like fucking crazy porcupine chick, just in and out, every hole fucking filled, a couple of ear fuckers, the whole nine. And she's that chick. But he took her out to dinner at a fancy Beverly Hills restaurant, and TMZ found them and took photos. And my buddy sent it to me because he's a Niners fan. He's like, oh, look at Jimmy G. And I said, good. I look forward to his Garoppolo falling off. And he goes, I don't care, man. He goes, she does anal. And I wrote my friend and I go, wait a minute, anal? I go, you struck me as such a clean-cut gentleman. And he wrote me back and he goes, well, I am, but Jimmy G isn't. And I was like, you know what? I can't argue with that point. Jimmy G's the one getting fucking dirty with this girl. I mean, just my guys just admiring him for doing it. All right. So that's where poop sex brought me. Red Band's basement. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's actually what they call Red Band's ass, Red Band's basement. The Alex Jones camera. Let's see. Casey Murphy retracted a message. What could that possibly have been? I typed a message, but you know what? I don't think it's good for this crowd. I'm going to go ahead and pull that away. And look, more power to you. Have you ever sent an email that you didn't want to fucking send? We were at 40 minutes, 40-year-old boy, 40 minutes, 31 and 30. Look at this. All the numbers are aligning. Paulo, I'm with you, man. I was just talking to somebody today about the Podfest. Because people still write me and they're like, hey, dude, is Podfest happening? Because everybody came to see everybody. But if they had specific people they wanted to see, like there are people who would come to see me. They'd buy tickets because they wanted to see me. So they think I have a say in it. And so they'll write me and they'll be like, hey, man, when is Podfest? What's happening with Podfest this year? And I unfortunately have to tell them, well, first of all, I wasn't an organizer. I got the word from Graham a few months ago that there was no Podfest happening. He basically told me after Comedy Film Nerds, he's like, yeah, nah, it's not happening. And it's a fucking shame because, man, I loved performing at it. I loved just the vibe of being in a room with everybody and seeing all these different fans in a hotel or in a space. And I had great fucking shows there, man. I mean, last year's show was great. That first show, Schmitty Comes Alive, I'll never forget it because I was there in a room and it was fucking packed. I mean, there was like 65, 70 people in a 40-seat room, people standing all in the back. You could barely close the door. And I fucking nailed it. I told the story that again, Schmitty Comes Alive is available. And I'll tell you what, you guys that are all here, if you guys want Schmitty Comes Alive, write me. I'll send it to you. Anybody, but you got to tell me, all right, I'll give you a code word. Because I'll give this code word within the stream. Although, people are going to see this on YouTube after the fact. What could the code word be? What could it be? I'll think of a code word by the end of this, and I'll give it at the end. Because you know why? That means anybody who wants to get the code word and get the thing has to watch to the end. I'm learning about marketing in real time. What do you think about that, Gio? But yeah, Paulo, I'm going to be fucking totally bummed not to do Podfest this year. It's a drag. I will be in Toronto in September. I don't know where you live. I'll be in Seattle in August. Come and check me out there. Granted, you won't be getting your Doug Bensons and all your other big names and stuff like that, but I'll be there. Tickets on sale now at Brown Paper Tickets for the Seattle show, both the Political Vigilante and then you'll see me and Graham. So that's a double whammy. That's a couple of Podfest greatest hits for you. Greatest hits? Greatest hit for Graham and then me. I was always there. But Thursday night's Political Vigilante. Saturday night is the storytelling and stand-up show. Tickets at brownpapertickets.com for the Seattle show. Come and check me out, please. I will be there and being very excited to entertain you. And in Toronto, the guys were looking for a venue there, and someone reached out to me, Kendra. She wrote me, and she's like, hey, dude, you should go ahead and contact this theater. It seems like a good place. And so I went ahead and tried to contact them, and I asked for, this is great, I asked for Thursday or Friday, I think it was. And they said, sorry, we're busy both those days. So it's booked 3 months in advance and there's nothing else I can do about it. I'll be there the whole week, but I think I even asked for a Wednesday and they said it was booked, which seemed fucking bananas to me. But then they were very nice. And they said, well, is there another date you'd like to consider? And I was like, nah, fuck that. But then Rick Wellbanks, hero of all heroes, contacted me about Toronto and he said, hey, dude, I found a venue. He works in a record store / music store or like, fucking not record store. There are no more record stores, but a fucking, guitar store. And they have a loft, and in the loft, they have a performing space. And he's like, but here's the video. He's like, he walked me through it. And it looks like it's got couches and it's got a stage. It's got a setup. And he's like, hey, we got a PA. Well, in Cincinnati, I didn't need a PA. And I got a feeling in Toronto, I'm not going to need a fucking PA. What am I going to have 5 people at the goddamn show? But then he's also like, we don't need to charge admission, man. We can all just come up here and hang out. Hold on a second there, Rick. I know it's weird to charge admission because we're all friends and things like that, but maybe we can just pass the hat. Maybe we'll do something like that. If everybody wants to go ahead and throw down for me, because I'm staying at Ken's house, which is great, but I'm flying up there and it's cool that, I'm covered for the week, but still I got to fly and it'd be nice to have that covered. And we're friends. And this is the weird part where the money thing is such a weird fucking thing for me because we're all in this together. And I talk about it all the fucking time. I've been talking to you guys for 10 years, soon to be 11. And so it's always bananas for me to try to, I throw the plugs out there, but I don't really expect anybody to do anything with them. I'm always fucking shocked when somebody becomes a Patreon person or somebody buys something on Amazon. Shocked's not a good word. I'm always pleased. I'm never shocked because people are cool and they want to support. So when he's like, no admission, I was like, Rick, who's that benefit exactly? Maybe you, but probably not me. The talent would like to make a little cash, but that seems ridiculous because we're all friends. So maybe in Toronto, I can go ahead and pass the hat and do all that kind of stuff. That'll work out good. All right. So the reaction videos is Alex Jones reaction to the news. They're turning the freaking frogs gay. That's my Alex Jones. That's all I can say is that thing. Unless you heard me on Paranoid Strain when I did because I had a script to read from. If I have a script to read from, I can do it as Alex Jones. But just to improvise as Alex Jones, I don't think I could do it. But I can yell, certainly, and that's what he does. All right, hold on. Oh, everything slid down. Let's see. I'm going to show. This is weird. Matt Pipkin said you should check out Glow on Netflix, and they held it for review. I mean, I'm going to show it to everybody. But who the hell? Why would that happen? What's the bad word there? Netflix or Glow? Anything with an X? Maybe they'll go ahead and do that. All right, hold on. I'm way behind here. Fudge House. Ryan's behind the Fudge House. She met Sadler when she crossed over. Those guys are great. Lost in Vegas is the YouTube channel. The Black Guys Reacting to Rock. That's the one I saw. And Beats. These dudes were like, they listened to Eddie Van Halen for the first time. And you know what? It might not have been an eruption because it might have been Ain't Talking About Love. It was Ain't Talking About Love. And it's a fucking jam because that song, phenomenal. And for me, and for my money, by the way, I would still say even like third best song on the. I don't know. I'm doing this. I'm citing the chick from Shape of Water. I'll say third best song because Feel Your Love Tonight and stuff like that. And Van Halen one. Everybody plays Running with the Devil and they play You Really Got Me. Don't stop. We're done with those. We don't need to hear those. Play the other songs, which are fucking fantastic. Which is like I said, Feel Your Love Tonight and just badass songs. And Ain't Talking About Love, of course, is phenomenal. Jamie's Crying, best song on the album. Maybe the best song in the Van Halen oeuvre. That is them. Wife giving me the time to mate in captivity. Got 5 minutes. Thomas, good for you. And I think those 5 minutes have passed. You're probably off rutting like a maniac right now, breaking Box Springs. Good for you. I wish I was on your side, buddy. It's been a while. I'm not on your side. I mean, I wish I was doing what you're doing. I like talking to people, but I'd certainly prefer to get laid now. 31 and 30. The Kit Kats are not full of bugs, Gio. The Japanese make a quality product, for fuck's sake. What are you talking about? I mean, if it's in America, then I got to worry about wormy chocolate. But these Kit Kats are going to be badass. And I'll tell you what, but let me ask you, you're talking about reaction videos and all that nonsense. If there are bugs in the Kit Kats, isn't that a better video? If I got a taste test, some goddamn fucking Japanese orange Kit Kat with a bug right in the center of it, that sounds like a quality show for me. I should check out Glow on Netflix, Matt. I don't know why that was held back. I would watch me eat weird Kit Kats all day. Fogey. Of course you would. Why wouldn't you? Me Too, Dog, says Gio. Of course, I'm going to say that you're talking to him. Have I watched the Netflix Marvel series? I have not. I don't have Netflix. I know you think I'm an idiot, but it's because, all right, let me explain this. Hold on, let me sit up in this chair and do this. I don't have Netflix because, brace yourself for my brain. I need to start it on the first of the month because you get a 30-day free trial. I need to start it on the first of the month so I have the 30 full days to watch stuff. And also so the billing starts on the first of every month. Yes, that's weird. And everybody's like, well, dude, if you started on the 14th, you still get 30 days. It just goes to the 14th of the next month. Yes, but how do I keep track of that, man? It's got to be the 1st or the 30th. I got to do it that way. It's got to be that way. And also, every time I sit down and watch anything, whether it's a fucking Great British Baking Show or any bullshit, I think to myself, you know what? I probably should be writing something, maybe a show. Maybe I should be streaming and talking to you guys. It's getting darker in here. I might have to turn the light on. I mean, it's nice outside. Well, of course, it's nice in here too. But I just turned some my hair. My hair's a little crunchy in the back today. I feel terrible. I should just face straight ahead. God damn it, I ruined everything. But no, so I haven't seen, because again, listen, dude, I got to get Netflix. Because I will tell you this, I had Netflix for a while. When I was in my previous relationship, we received a Roku as a joint Christmas gift, and then we would watch stuff. I binge watched Stranger Things at her house. We binge watched House of Cards for a couple of seasons, and then that thing hit the fucking rocks. And then I bought my own Roku. I was like, ha, here we go. Now I'm a man. I watch my own House of Cards. But it's for the same reason, like I was telling Gio. Gio's like, hey, man, did you like Justified? I'm like, dude, I love Justified. I watched every episode of Justified until my ex-wife left. And that was kind of an us thing. So now I have 3 seasons of Justified on my DVR, and I have had it on there for 4 years. And I haven't watched it yet because I can't pull the trigger, because when I sit down to do it, I'm like, yeah, this was an us thing. And that's why I stopped watching Mad Men. Mad Men, Justified, those were us. We would get together and do that. And then she bailed, and I was like, I lost interest. And I think it's so funny. I wonder if there's a reason why I don't watch any series anymore, because because you have to share that with people. You have to share that with somebody. And I don't have anybody to share it with. And I'm not saying it like in a maudlin fucking piece of thing. And I can talk to you guys about it too. But like when I watched Breaking Bad, it was so much more fun at the end of Breaking Bad to look at your other person and just go, holy fuck, did that just happen? Did Ozymandias just happen? I let Jane die? Did all that fucking just happen? Any show, Justified, all of it, you used to be able to talk about it and commiserate. It's a social activity. You don't want to just hide in your house and fucking watch stuff. So maybe that's why I watch one-offs now. Why I watch Chopped and I watched all these shows where people are cooking shit. They're utilitarian. They're in and out. They're quick one-hitters. It's not a series because I don't have to discuss Chopped with anybody. I don't have to discuss cupcakes with anybody. I can just watch it. It's junk food. You know what? Actually, let's really get deep. It's fucking junk food. Committing to a series is vegetables and meat. Watching junk food is junk food. I can just fucking gorge on it and never have to worry about it. You want to share a nice meal with somebody, but you can hide in the dark and eat fucking cake shakes. I don't know if that's insight or not. I have no idea what the fuck's happening. All right. Swords are open carry in Texas. Waiting for a video with a sword fight. David, so am I. Although it's Texas, you got to figure it would just be like Indiana Jones. One guy pulls out the sword and goes, ha ha, on guard, and then to the fucking head. You ventilate that guy and he lands and you take his saber and you run. You're a saber stealer. Someone from Amarillo's a saber stealer from a long time ago. Just fucking puts a couple right in a guy's head and then takes his fucking saber and runs off. Ha ha, I will take your foil after putting some lead in your chest. All right. I'm just waiting for a video with a sword fight. Sativa in his pocket. Geo, look at you, fake laughing, trying to make people enjoy this. Nobody's enjoying this, Geo, but nice try. Your PayPal got frozen. Yeah, it should get frozen, Geo, because they're like, why are you giving any money to Mike? You work for him. For some reason, the stream won't happen. Alan Evil, why is the stream not happening? I can see your eye right there. It's peering right at me. How are you not able to watch me, goddammit? Or is this more of your bullshit? Are you stepping out to go sell Matchbox cars to strangers in your driveway? I know how you are. Whenever I put on a show or some sort of a gig where your attendance is welcomed, if not mandatory, you find a reason to go off and sell somebody some bullshit. You're like, hey, hold on, I can't do this. I've got some old bicycle frames I need to pedal off on these hobos. I don't blame you. You're making your money. Geo, it's all good now. Alan and Geo settling out some things. Liana made it home. Thank you. I don't know why you were watching me while you were driving. I'm a little disappointed in you. That kind of thing seems like it's a bad thing. But I'm glad you made it home, Liana, because you're so important to me and to the show. I'm glad you made it home, but maybe next time we don't watch me in the car. You can always tune in or write me. Look, Liana, you're going to schedule all the streams from now on. I have a friend named Ashley who's a listener to the show, and she's my friend. And she's like, why are you doing these when I'm in a session? Because she works with kids and stuff, with patients, and she has to go in physical therapy and kind of, I don't know, she's a health education counselor. I don't know what the fuck it is. But she now this is the third time she's just like, why are you doing these when I'm in session? And so, I guess you'll just let Ashley and Liana schedule these fucking things around their thing, I guess. Geo says, Liana, of course. Sitting at a computer, Geo. The other 3 computers on the network are working fine. I even played a YouTube clip in another window to test it. Alan, I can't help you. I'm not the tech guy. Geo's the tech guy. He would know. Oh, you're South Philly Paul. You just subscribed to me on Twitch. Okay, Paulo is South Philly Paul. You know what? You were one of the guys who wrote me an email to ask about Podfest. Maybe I didn't answer it. I feel like a dickbag now because there are, of course, emails that I have not answered. But yeah, I have a tendency to read people's emails and then I go, I got to answer that. And then I'll answer it on the show thinking they've heard me. So South Philly, I hope I didn't ruin that. But yeah, I used to come out all the fucking time. That was so cool. I would love to get back to Philly at some point. I had good shows there, although I probably burnt that audience out. They don't want to fucking see me come and talk again. Although I want to get some scrapple in me, certainly. So hi, South Philly. Sometimes you got to close and reopen YouTube. I had to. I was getting a stream but no chat, then a chat but no stream. Geo, look at you. How messed up. Alan says thumbs up emoticon. Let's see. If all else tries, try a different browser. It's a lot of tech stuff. They made the friggin' frogs gay. Every purchase I make from Amazon goes to you. I'm messing with my most recent purchase, World Cup stickers. Dude, of course you are, Matt. I was so bummed Croatia lost. That was such a drag. And they even wore the checkerboard kits, which are fucking gorgeous. I watched that England game, the Croatia-England game with Mex at his house. Because Mex hates everything. All right, Mex is a guy who hates everything. But I was very pleasantly surprised to find out he loved World Cup soccer, so I could watch it when I was with him. So we would take a break from recording, which the fruits of which you will hear next week. The interlude is coming next week, and I went and I would lay down tracks. Man, it was pretty smooth, a smooth process. I was worried because whenever I go into the fucking interlude, I'm always worried about singing and or trying to sing or whatever the fuck or speak singing all the way through it. And so I can get in my own head about it. I've had a couple of instances, like I think Mex saw me punch myself in the face once, which was not pleasant for anybody involved. But it's just because I feel like if I'm letting somebody down, I put a lot of pressure on myself. But this time I went in and I said, look, we all know I can't do this anyway. Oh, by the way, on the show, I talked about my handles in my chair. Listen, hear that? All right. And I'm sure you know why I mentioned that on the show, because if you hear this on the show, It doesn't sound like the handle of a chair. And so I had to make sure I repeated it a few times so you knew it was the handle of a chair and you didn't think that I had a royal family situation during the show, because that would just be fucking awful. But I have every fucking positive noise in my head whenever I do a goddamn show anyway. So the interlude, let me talk about that real quick. Yeah. So I told myself this time, I go, you know what, dude, you're not a singer. This is not your strength. You're not playing to who you are. So do the best you can and just be good with it. And that's all you can do. It's one of the 4 agreements. Always do your best. So I went and I did my best, and it made it go really smoothly because I was actually, I one taked a couple of things, but I had to follow a melody, man. I had to actually, because again, when you hear this, you're going to be fucking blown away about what David did. It's astonishing. I'm glad I was able to contribute. I'm glad I was able to do some things. I look a little shiny. And I, rewrote some stuff and I helped contribute some lyrics, but this is his baby, as it always is. And I was happy to just kind of do what I was told on a few things. But it sounded great. I left his place and I was just like, I can't wait to hear this. Like I wanted him to give me the individual tracks before he even mixed them. I go, I just want to listen to this at my goddamn house. So the interlude next week is going to be pretty fucking amazing, to the point where, like, and this will sound dumb and I don't mean it, like I want real people to hear it. You guys are great, you're listeners, but you're predisposed to kind of like us and what we do. I would like people who don't know who we are or what we do to hear it. They won't get any of the in-jokes because it's all about the fucking show. But I don't know. All right, hold on. Is it weird to take a break? With the stream, it feels like I should be talking all the goddamn time and fill it in the air, just like I do on the goddamn podcast. But if I slow down a little bit and I take a sip, then I think I'm okay. All right, so who cares? Thanks, Geo. Word. Hey, they think it's promotion for Glow on Netflix. I see. That makes sense. Now I'm getting crazy buffering. It is an Alan thing. Only Allens are getting the crazy buffering. Sweeby wants to know if this thing's on. Is that Catherine or Matt? Matt, is that you? You don't like me. Catherine likes me. You just kind of came along for the fucking ride. Although I did that thing for your wedding. I hope you enjoyed it. You meant bugs from age, being old, and being in your apartment. Yes, Gio, I did know that. Fatso? Why you call me Fatso? That seems fucking aggressive and rude. You can turn down your quality anything over 480p is overkill with this camera. Oh, David, are you mad? Are you mad I'm not in HD in your goddamn house? It's because I'm not lit up. I mean, this is always like, if I lean back here, see there's sun. Hi, how are you? Oh, there's a shadow. Oh, that's me in that shadow. You ever seen Natural Born Killers? See that shadow on the wall? That's me in that shadow. So we have to figure out like the whole streaming setup for my house. Oh, and I'll throw this out there. Who's in Los Angeles? Is anybody out there in Los Angeles and wants to be in real life, Mike's real life for a little bit? I'll explain why in just a second. Let's see. Mex doesn't have Netflix. Hey, Gio, you think that's funny? I know it's a 30-day rolling trial. I know I'm crazy, but I can't pull the trigger on it. But also, you say use Netflix. Mex's Netflix, dude. And brace yourselves, everybody. I've got 31 people watching. I've got 33 likes. We're almost at an hour, and this is the time I blow the lid off of everything. Mex doesn't even have a DVR. He won't get one. I said, dude, you can pause TV. And he goes, I don't need to fucking. I'm not going to pause anything. If I don't want to see it, I won't see it. I'm like, but when you're watching the Bears, even if you can pause it and go get a sandwich. And he goes, yeah, but then I'm behind. It's just stupid. He won't get a DVR. And every time I go to his house, I'm shocked by it. He has a regular, like, cable box. He has a regular, because I was just at his house the other day, and we're watching the World Cup. See, and you got to watch it. You can't like walk away because you're going to miss stuff because he doesn't pause anything. He literally, David Hernandez does not have a DVR. Go to his Facebook page and mock him for it because and I'm sure, because again, he doesn't have Twitter or Instagram and all that shit. That's all modern, recent stuff. But a DVR is a life necessity. You have to have it. Because I'll even tell him, I go, dude, you can record like 4 things. And if you're ever just sitting here, because he just flips channels or he's working, he's painting, he's doing, because that's who he is. I'm sure Einstein wouldn't have had a DVR, I guess. I don't know. Is he Einstein? Who the fuck is he? I don't know. Is he Tesla? Is he Federico Firma? Who's Firma? All right. Tanya from Kitchener, would you try new cricket protein? Tanya Shubali, first of all, you were out eating dinner with your love, and I liked that photo, and now you're here? Look at that. You were having dinner in a fancy restaurant with young Michael, and now you're here talking to me, and I appreciate it very much. Dude, I would totally eat crickets. I would eat cricket flour. I would eat I don't think I would pull the trigger on the roaches because they're making roaches into roach flour now because they're talking about feeding everybody. And this is just Soylent Green bullshit that's coming to life. Like, did you see fucking Snowpiercer? There's a movie about a train that has to keep driving around the fucking world and all the populations on it, whatever the fuck. And they're eating these jelly protein blocks. And the whole time because we've seen enough of these movies to go, well, this is going to be a horrifying thing that they're eating. It's obviously other people on the train. There's no doubt. But they went the other way. it wasn't other people that they were eating. And this is a spoiler alert. I apologize if you haven't seen Snowpiercer yet. Spoiler alert! They finally get to the food mill room, and it turns out it's roaches and beetles. And they're just pouring them by the hundreds of thousands into this central core, and it's grinding them into this jelly protein that the poor people have to eat. In the front of the train, the rich people are eating fucking turkey and real food, but they're keeping the poor alive in the back with these protein jelly bars, and it turns out they're made of bugs. Now, when I was in Japan, I looked for crazy shit to eat all the time. I talked about did I tell you about the yogurt shop in Japan? I went to a yogurt shop in Japan, and they were supposed to have flavors like beef tendon, frozen yogurt, and all these different flavors, like, seaweed and fucking wasabi. And when we got there that day, me and Ahmad went, and it turned out they only had two weird flavors. They had fiery red pepper, like scorching hot red pepper, not red pepper like green pepper, like bell pepper, like Thai chili red pepper, and black sesame. Now, I had black sesame at Urasawa when Ahmad and I had dinner there, but I couldn't pass up a fiery red pepper, so I have a photo of the two scoops in my thing, and I ate it, and it was hot as fuck, but I choked it down. It was so cool to eat a cold thing that was super hot. And then the black sesame was, of course, delicious, but I couldn't finish the whole fucking thing because, man, ice cream is rich. That's my downfall. That's my fat guy downfall. That's the thing that fucking takes me the fuck out. We're down to 28. We were up to 31. But we got 32 likes. I like having more likes than people. We're over an hour. Jesus, I got to stop. I should wind this thing the fuck down. Hold on. We got to read what more people are saying. Just to use Mexes, Tanya. Tanya, yeah, I'd eat bugs. I tried to find bugs to eat in Japan. Like, I wanted to eat weird, I would have eaten crickets or beetles, whatever they had, if they had it. But you know what? I want them dried out. Like you said, to make a cricket protein, to make them into flour and stuff like that. I would crunch them and eat them in that case, like ants and shit like that. But I don't think, I couldn't eat just a beetle that still had beetle blood in it. That would just be horrible. You set Netflix up to take $14 out of your account. You can watch it anytime, as well as getting DVDs in the mail. Alan, first of all, I think they ended the mailing thing. I don't think they do that anymore, although they might, but I don't know enough about it. But yeah, dude, I'm already paying MoviePass. I've paid MoviePass I've had it for 8 months. I've never gone. I've never used MoviePass to go to the movies. I pay $10 a month for nothing. It's just fucking air. I bought air. Unfortunately, that's all I purchased was air. But yeah, because I you know why? Because my favorite theater isn't part of MoviePass, so I can't just go to the ArcLight and check it out. And this bullshit, like I said, I want to press a button and go to the movies. You got MoviePass, press a button, go. I get in, wave it, like getting on a plane, bing, I'm in, scan it, whatever the fuck. But instead, you got to go to the app. You got to find a theater. You got to press in a code. You got to get your ticket. You got to go there. You got to match the app. You got to get your ticket. That's a lot of fucking steps, man. And I know it's for a free movie or whatever the fuck, but I don't want the hassle. If I could press a button here, bing, dematerialize, and then fucking like Shatner just fucking, what was that thing? What is that thing called? Where they beam him down, beam me up, beam me down. Transport or whatever the fuck. If I could do that and just appear in my movie seat, I'm in. But it's all that shit from A to Z that I don't, if I can go from A to Z, I don't want B through fucking Y. All right, so I'm a baby. Let's see. Hold on, we're rolling down here. Someone's going to eat. Oh, Jesus Christ, everybody's talking. Hold on. 30 rolling trail. You got Matchbox cards, but not for sale. Cake shakes. We talked about cake shakes earlier, Alan, when you were out in the driveway stealing people's penny savers. I will give you my login and DM me on Twitter. Oh my God, M Beats, you're way too nice. At Beats. You know what? You're going to have to send me that also because I'm never going to remember this. So if you want to send me it via Facebook Messenger or even on Twitter, write me a note on Twitter and go, hey, Mike, it's me. And I'll remember it's you, Beats. Cake shakes, Matchbox cars. The crooked speaker in the background is making me anxious. It's not crooked. It just looks crooked because of the way this is set up. Here, I'll do this. That's look at my house. It's a fucking mess, and I'll tell you why in a second. But you know what's weird is my phone keeps going off. I think people are like binging my Instagram and bullshit. I don't know why. The crooked speaker in the background is making me anxious. I can't get rid of that fucking thing because I won't throw it away because it looks too cool. It looks like an old school Van Halen speaker setup. It's one of the first things I bought when I moved to LA. It's a DVD player, cassette player, and 4 big speakers, and it's loud. It kicks ass. But it sits there. It's a fucking paperweight because who the fuck plays DVDs and that shit anymore? Nobody. I used to have my XM radio in the house through that too. But whatever, I got to get rid of it. So anyway, let's see. It's still good as pure audio. Liana, you're so nice. Thank you. See, this is why Liana's on board. She's so all about supporting, and she's all about making me feel good about myself because she's the goddamn best. I was way behind in the chat match with the talking, and now after the help of Gio, way ahead. Those bees, oh yeah, the bees are brutal. South Philly, you used to listen to a podcast called The Awful Show. Oh my God, friends are meeting one another. This was the best World Cup ever. I watched every minute of every game. Man, I recommend getting a job. Or unless you DVR'd them because you're not like Max who doesn't have a goddamn DVR. But that's a lot of soccer. Although, you know what? It's worth it to see the Senegalese lion dance. Why not? I would have watched that all goddamn day. Monsters have finished their goat and are tucked in. Oh, dude, you put all the fucking monsters to bed. Every ferret is tucked in. He's got a little fucking blanket. The bees, look, I've tried with the bees. I'm doing the best I can. I apologize. I filled an hour at this point. I told Gio, I'm like, I got nothing, man. He's like, just, you better get on there. I'm going to hit you. And now he's threatening to hit me here. Looking forward to the interlude. My uncle played that for me when I was in the 70s. Blew my mind. I saw the thing on TV. It was even better. It's worth it, dude. Believe me. Chop up the interludes on YouTube with individual tracks on their own playlist. Ooh, it's much easier to get someone to listen to 2-4 minutes. Hey, Gio, that's a really good idea. Do I need to do something for that, or is that a you thing? Do I have to send you the individual tracks? Because you know what? A couple of them are a solid 30. There's nothing you can do about it. But maybe with this Schmitty Christ Superstar, we could actually make that a playlist. We'll have the one big one, and then we can make the playlist of the individual tracks. That's fucking good. Because you know what? Because his Schmitty on their minds, dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Like I listen to it. It's like I just want to play it all day. All right. But that's a really good idea, David. So Gia, let's think about how to do that. I can't wait to hear the 9/4 part. It's there. Believe me, Alan, he told me, because I don't get that. He's literally tapping on his knee and trying to teach me. He's like, dude, because I have rhythm, okay? But not like musician rhythm. I don't have a fucking ear. I don't got a metronome in my head. So I mean, I can dance and I can keep a beat and I understand like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that stuff. But you get to 9/4 and 5/6 and whatever the fuck else. I mean, now it's just a prime number contest, and I don't know what the fuck is happening. Be nice to do some of the skits too. I'm not sure what that means. You're in LA. Beats, you're in LA. What the hell, man? All right, I may be enlisting you for help. There's a great new venue called the Good Comedy Theater. I'd be perfect for in Philly. All right, I'll take a look at that. South Philly, absolutely. Deering, good idea, absolutely. You know what, Kate Murph, we're not going to Pierogi Fest, and even that, I'm not going to New York either. I still have to let John in Toronto know, but I think my New York trip has fallen through. I gotta. If anybody's in New York, they want to buy tickets to this play off of me. Great. Otherwise, I'm putting them on StubHub because, money became an issue when this IRS thing popped up, and also another reason I will explain to you is, well, I'll just tell you the fuck now. This is why I talked about LA. You're in Koreatown, dude. Go to I always go to the Halal Guys in Koreatown. Because it's open till 3 in the goddamn morning. So if I'm driving late, I'll buy it and throw it in the trunk, and I'll drive for like 2 more hours because there's nothing better than having warm, semi-lukewarm Halal Guys when you come home in the middle of the morning. So I talked about it on the show, and I've mentioned about how I'm getting a new carpet. Well, they came in today. They had some shady-looking dude measure my apartment to find out when the carpet was going to happen, and it looks like I'm getting it August 2nd at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's next Thursday. Or not next Thursday. 2 weeks from now, Thursday? Yeah, 2 weeks from now, Thursday. So it's August 2nd at 8 a.m., which means on Wednesday the 1st, I have to clean up my whole apartment. And that's why you can see the mess behind you. I've got to try to sort stuff and box stuff. It's as if I was moving to a new place. I'm going to have to get a truck. I'm going to have to take all my stuff and load the truck. They're going to come in the morning and put the fucking carpet in, and then I'm going to have to unload everything that night into my apartment. So I know Pat's on board. I'm going to try to get some of my other comedy type people friends. And if any of you guys are in LA, you in Koreatown Beats, if anybody wants to be involved in that, I haven't decided if I'm just going to go pizza and drinks all day for everybody, or if we'll do a big dinner afterwards or something. I don't know. Or snacks, whatever the fuck. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll buy fucking a bag each of those 8 fucking chips that Lay's fucking invented today, and you guys can go ahead and parse through those. But if anybody wants to, to me, it's always the more the merrier. If you get 10 fucking people doing it, it's over in an hour, and you don't have to fucking blank or think about it. Because if it's just 2 dudes humping couches and chairs and bullshit out the goddamn door, it's a slog. And you get a bunch of people. It's a fucking party. We all go to lunch. I buy lunch for everybody. It'll be fun. So Alan, you did watch the Super Bowl last year. Good for you. I wanted to make sure you're paying attention. I love tagging normal people with absurd slurs and negativity, and now I'm a bag of farts. All right, well, Gio, you work for me. You do understand that, and that relationship can be severed at any time. And by the way, when I mention that, this YouTube channel will go dark because he runs the whole thing. Speaking of dark, should I turn the light on? All right, I'm going to just do it. Hold on, it seems weird. All right. But now I'm shiny, which is fucking bananas. Glad he doesn't have a giant antenna in his backyard. Exactly, David. I agree. He might. I haven't looked in his backyard, quite frankly. He might have a giant antenna. Crickets are delicious. Alan says crickets are good. I'm on board with Alan. So tell Tanya. She's the one asking the questions. Name 4 shows I would even watch. It's about sports. Dude, if you're watching the Bears, you can pause it and go get something. Or with movies or whatever the fuck, or any of those rock shows, those album shows, you can fucking look ahead and see if there's something. You can just record it for your convenience. If you wanted to watch the same that Jesus Christ Superstar, you could watch that over and over. You would save it forever. Or, like I said, the main thing is it's for sports. Like if you were fucking around in the studio, imagine this: if you're fucking around in the studio all day, and then you wanted to come down and watch the Blackhawks at 1 a.m, and you can just chill out and watch the fucking Hawks that night. It's fucking gorgeous. That's what it's about. All right, so, oh Jesus, something jumped. All right, I'm sorry. Crickets are delicious, Alan said. No DVR here. I stream TV and record the stuff I can't catch live. A lot of the World Cup. All right, Matt, now you're just bragging. That's fine. I don't know anything about your life. I know you can afford cameos, like you're spending all the big money out there trying to get me to talk to your brother. Gio, you're so dumb. You're just giving me money. I'm just going to give right back to you. Look at you trying to grease the skids. Diana has no DVR either. All right, I guess maybe I'm wrong. I thought a DVR was like a life essential. You had to have it because you could just fucking record shows and keep them and watch shows like 2 days later or whatever the fuck. Because who's got time to sit and watch TV? But I guess, well, you stream TV. I guess you can kind of choose because you're not watching a bunch of stuff. Hold on, I got a shiny head. I got Al Gore head. There we go. Let's put that there. Sporadic Asthmatic comes through. Dude, you're so cool, Sporadic Asthmatic. Thank you so much. That's nice of you to come through with 637. I don't know. I think you may have told me in another stream who you are, but as you can tell, I talk in circles, and I don't know who these people are half the fucking time. So I apologize. Thank you so much for giving to the show. Why am I giving money to this bug-eating freak? Well, I'm just giving it right back to you, and you fucking know that. Sporadic comes through. Oh, Sporadic says, shameless plug. Oh, well, you know what? He paid for a plug, so I'm going to show it. Follow his, where is it? I just let it go. Follow his Instagram, wah cosplay, so you can see Sporadic Asthmatic. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but cosplay, that means that you're going to, this guy's dressed like Yoda. Give me 637. I might be a lady Yoda. I have no idea. I already follow one cosplayer. Her name is Maitland Ward. If you don't know who that is, she was on Boy Meets World for like 4 minutes, and now she takes her tits out on Snapchat. It's great. She's built and her Patreon's over $500,000 a month. That's not an exaggeration. I'm not kidding. Her Patreon is, I think it was $500,000 a month or something like that. It's that could be, is that right? Was that right, Gio? I don't know. You fucking tell me. You know, because you watch her all the time. Charge people to take over their Twitter accounts for a week. You post as them. I don't even post on my account, Gio. You have far less pressure as it's not your account. You can tweet B-level jokes as the person. And I got enough problems tweeting C-level jokes as me. These money-making schemes all seem so shady and nakedly aggressive to me. I mean, it's nice that people are giving money here, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. I mean, I was told streaming would be open up a revenue avenue. The Twitch thing more so than this, because I'll be doing the In Real Life channel there and trying to pull from a different audience because they're going to watch me as I pick up when I talk about stuff, as I have to edit every goddamn 8 seconds. But also the video game thing. I guess he wants me to do that, and we got to put all that up. Although I haven't heard from Jaden. I wrote that Jaden guy back, and he hasn't fucking written me back. So I don't know what the fuck's happening there. So Gio, that's a great idea. But again, it just seems so seemly to be saying, "Hey, give me $4 and I'll tweet in your name." And people are like, "Hey, I'll pretend I'm a dumb genius." I just called myself a dumb genius. That's right. Worn out from mowing, now rocks. Hey, Jason Kaufman ladies and gentlemen, Jason Kaufman is here. Jason Kaufman, you may know from his travels all over the Midwest. He just came and saw me in Cincinnati, and he gave me this, which is the Prince hard drive that I have not explored yet. Here's a funny story. I said to Max, I go, dude, I have all of Prince's stuff, all of his movies, all of his stuff. I go, let's put it in your computer and check it out. He's like, nah. And I go, well, but it's like all the Prince stuff. He's like, yeah, I don't trust those things. He's just a Luddite. He's just got a fucking like a weird loin skin and carrying a club. He's that guy, but yet he can use GarageBand. I don't fucking get it. All right, so Geo charged $75 to send at least 15. Dude, nobody's giving me $75. Nobody's giving me $75 for anything ever. All right, Seth Brazil here. He is a Seth. Seth is a hero. Seth, did you want something for your $4.99, or are you just being a nice guy? Or do you want me to debut a video of your dog? Maybe I'll do that. Let's do that. All right, here I'm going to show you people. I'm going to give you. Oh, wait a minute. That's all right. I got a text from my mom. I'm not going to look at that on the air. I'll look at that later. But let's do this. Let's look at the videos. I'm going to show everybody Dufresne, Seth Brazil. This is what you just bought for $4.99, buddy. Everybody check this out.
Off the ground.
God damn it.
You just got back from a walk. Pee on everything.
Oh, how amazing is this dog? I'm stealing him. And then you can come over to the video. This is what the stream is deteriorated to. Me showing you somebody else's dog that I'm going to kidnap someday.
All right, this one's the hump.
But you know what? Seth paid $5 to get his voice in the stream and have his, look at that freeze frame. Just that fucking cute little puggo face. I love Boston Terriers. I got to get one. All right. So Seth, that was what your $5 bought. Too bright, says Sweeby. Wants me to turn it off. I don't know if that's Catherine or if that's Matthew. Again, they won't answer. Damn it. It is so much better. Could I have done that the whole time? Yeah, I could have. I got a light, but I mean, nobody wants to. Nobody cares. I mean, but eventually they will. Like I said, when we're doing that's why I got to figure out the Twitch thing, where the fuck I'm going to be and where everything's going to go. I have no fucking clue. I look shiny. So it's going to be a weird deal, but it'll work. Mike, typically people move stuff from room to room as they lay and remove carpet. I've had to do it in 4 different apartments. Never needed to remove belongings. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe that's a possibility, but that means I got to jam like a couch and 2 chairs into the bedroom with that, and then everything's got to come out. It's just the same way, right? I guess it saves me the cost of a truck. But I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in the kitchen. Certainly, I'm going to jam the kitchen full of nonsense. But see, I'm not up to furniture Tetris. I don't know where the fuck everything goes. To me, everything goes out and then everything comes in because they got to put out a goddamn carpet. And also, when they're laying the new carpet, we're going to be moving shit around with our shoes off because I'm going straight fucking dojo, straight Japanese, no shoes in my house anymore because this carpet is a fucking crime scene. So if I want my carpet to be good going forward, I'm no more shoes, even mine. I'm taking them all off. And I hate being barefoot. I'll wear socks certainly because barefoot is awful. All right. Hello, guys, is so good. There's no doubt Beats. Beats knows what's about. I could have done that the whole time, Gio. Rachel, she is so pretty. Who Rachel? Rachel, who are we talking about, Rachel? I don't know. I think her name was Rachel. Okay. Who are we talking about that's Rachel? Is that Sporadic? All right, Sporadic. Are you Rachel? All right, maybe you are. Rachel Maitland Ward. I'm so far behind. Maybe Maitland Ward was Rachel on the show. She is pretty. There's no doubt about it. And she is very excited to take her clothes off quite a bit. And now on her Patreon, but the funny thing is her Patreon is all like soft porn. So she'll do stuff with toys and things like that, but also she'll bring in another chick into the mix. But I don't think Maitland Ward is fully bisexual. Like I think she's gay for pay kind of. So to see her, like she'll have like a naked chick and she'll be like, and trying to look sexy and touch tongue to tongue. Like there's no deep tongue kissing. And like she'll pretend that she's going down on a chick. And I look at this thing every day, but literally like her face will be an inch away and she'll be like, I mean, it's so fucking bad. You can see she's not enjoying the lesbian part at all, but she knows that that's probably a huge part of what people are paying for. So she's become friends with all these cam girls who show up and do this stuff. And of course they go to town on her. You know, they're up in her up to the elbow for fuck's sake, and their tongue is like wrapped around every part of her. But then when it comes time for her, so she's so tentative. It looks like she's fucking a hot stove. It's hilarious. All right, so $2 from Matt Henshaw. What the fuck, Henshaw? You and Jenny Henshaw. It's $1 each, and you're worth it. God damn it! Thank you so much. I get your book that you sent me over there, as a matter of fact. Spending 1 day a week looking for an agent so you can get real gigs and stop driving people that are going to replace you with robots. Yeah, Alan, that's good career advice, probably. What I'd like to do is I'd like to start doing voiceovers. And I've reached out to friends of mine who have agents. And I'm like, hey, could you walk me in and talk to those guys? And they're kind of like, because right now everybody's really tentatively grasping to their position. And I don't know if they think I'm going to go in and fuck it up. I have no idea. But I mean, I have people I know that have connections, and I'll be like, it would be crazy if you could help me. And they'll just be like, yeah, that's awesome. So what are you ordering? I'm like, no, I like literally, if there was a way you could just walk me in. You don't have to recommend me. If I could just get a meeting or anything like that. Oh yeah, definitely, dude. I think I'm going to get the Cuban sandwich. It's just, so I don't know if those people don't think I'm talented enough to refer me, or they've been burned in the past. But I asked once. I will ask somebody once for help. And if they say no, I don't ever want to bother them again. And everybody, and in this business, that's the dumbest thing. Everybody's like, be persistent, knock on doors, go, hey, I'm the guy. But I think I've talked about this on the show before. There's a scene in a movie where who's the fucking hand that rocks the cradle? It's not Rosanna Arquette. Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca De Mornay with the fucking weird looking little head, but the fucking amazing body. And she bursts into like an agent's office and she sings and sings and sings. And then all of them basically go, hey, great tits, but you can't sing, get out. And I'm waiting to hear. That's how I feel whenever I try to say, hey, I could do this. And everybody's like, you're funny. You're so great. And I hate bothering people. I just hate it. So, Alan, it's a good idea. I would love to have an agent. I'd love to be auditioning for voiceovers because there's no reason these pipes shouldn't be busy and in flux every single day, right? There's no way I shouldn't be going available at finer Walgreens stores. I'm that guy. I could be him. Lots of people have very few followers. They're not comedians. They don't have any tweets or don't have good lines. It would be a kind service, not sleazy, like a comedy trainer. I hear what you're saying, but Gio, I couldn't get people to buy shirts. I literally threw them into a crowd for free. I wish I could convince people to spend that kind of money on me. And look, I'm not shitting on it. I got Patreon. People here give money. Case in point, David Deering just came through with the ironic 420. Maybe I smoked it up. What if I got high in a stream? Did I bring out the cash from you guys? What if I got totally high, man? What if I just bought a fucking crazy ass dolphin bong and smoked out of its ass? That's how I make my bong noise. Can you hear that? Weirdo. All right. Jaden, wait a minute. That's not Jaden, right? No, there's no way. That would be hilarious if it was. Because all right, I didn't get Jaden's last name, and his Gmail is his name with another word that I just assumed was his name, but it wasn't that. So if that's you, Jaden, tell me what trade did we discuss in the car? Although you may have already written this all the way fucking down. But yeah, you are considered famous on this live stream. There's no doubt, Jaden, because everybody knew. Because oftentimes I will tell the story about being in an Uber with somebody and talk about how they heard the show and they wanted to subscribe, and then they never contacted me. But you are literally the first fucking guy to ever, in 3 years of doing Uber, and probably 10 people, not a month. I wouldn't say that. That seems high. 5 people a month. Once they start talking to me, they go, you should have a show. Like, you're funny. And then I'll go, all right, look, I mean, if you're going to ask, I'll tell you, I do this. Just like you did when you were like, you should have a hockey show or whatever. And that was nice. But then those people are like, hey, man, we're totally going to subscribe to you. And then I never hear from them. And I actually use their names on the show, too. Who was that one guy? Banjo. What the fuck was that guy's name? I don't know. I talked about that dude on the show. And nobody ever contacted me. We got a Peyton in the likes, and we got my birth date in the attendance, 2934. I like it. All right, so let's see here. So 420 from Deering, that was bad news, or not bad news, that was great news, thank you. Jaden, if that's really you, that's astonishing. Liana says, Jaden, because again, they know who you are. That little dog's worth $5, Seth, don't kid yourself. Do moms still play Xbox? My mom does, yeah, my mom totally plays video games. I should stream with her. That'd be fucking hilarious. She's like, get on, this is fucking stupid. Who wants to watch my mom play Sonic? Everybody wants to watch my mom play Sonic. You know why? Because I'll make her have her fucking pistol grip shotgun in her lap like crazy Ma Barker, and she's playing Sonic and getting rings, and she's laughing at him because she would laugh at Sonic. Her favorite thing to do in the fucking world was she played Doom, so she'd be on the computer shooting people, but she'd play Sonic. My mom, my mom has a really good sense of humor. Like I said, when we were kids, she watched Monty Python. She loved it. But my mom would laugh so hard when she would make Sonic stop running, and he would look at the camera and kind of tap his foot, like, what are we doing here? My mom would be like, he's so cute. Oh my God, I love him. And she would do all these things with Sonic, and right near the end, she'd stop just before finishing a level, and he would stop and put his hands on his hips, and he'd tap his foot, and he'd look at her like this, and she'd be like, oh, we're going to finish. Like, she'd talk to Sonic like he was a dude. It was the cutest fucking thing in the world. All right. This is like watching a De Palma movie. You think so, Henshaw? I'm not sure if it is. Mike, the light made me more handsome, of course. Gio, you got to stop, man. I mean, everybody sees through your transparencies of giving fake money and telling me I'm good looking and laughing too hard at my jokes. They know you work for me. You're the weird, you know who you are? You're like Flavor Flav. I'm Chuck D. And you're like, yeah, boy, this handsome dinosaur in the light. Gee, here's $10. I mean, you can't be that guy because everybody sees right through it. Lesbian porn is never any good. Liana, I'm gonna disagree with you there. I gotta lie to you. I can't lie to you. I mean, well, look, it all depends on who's in it and what level of commitment they have, because you can tell the women who aren't, they're not on board with that. And so you can just see, like I said, they're like, I mean, it's so fucking weird. But then the girls who, like, when you see like Stoya or somebody like that go at it, or Proxy Page, although Proxy Page is more of a fucking gangbang chick with a million cocks. Hi, I'm name checking porn stars for you. I did imitate Maitland Ward. I can do those faces like Cal Dunnigan. No, I don't. See, look at you again, creating a scheme that nobody will enjoy. Last scene, people were saying Schmitty should play Skyrim, voicing the characters in Skyrim. Ruben knows. I will as soon as I get on Twitch. Once Jaden gets over himself. Oh, wait, Jaden the kid. Oh, no, I see. We're making fake Jadens. I see. These are not the real Jaden. So I've got fake Jaden showing up. See, because I wrote Jaden an email, he didn't answer it. I don't blame him, quite frankly. He offered to help, and I said, cool, how about all the help? And then he's like, nah, not answering that, motherfucker. So Ruben, you insisted for me, you think I should get an arrow in my knee? Is that what you're saying? All right, I'll get an arrow in my knee on Twitch. Everybody's telling me what I got to do. Mike, as reluctant lesbian Patreon photo shoot Maitland Ward is one of the most specific and hilarious impressions I've ever witnessed. Comedy god, Gio, again, you're trying way too hard and trying to convince people that I'm good. It's Jaden again, a fake Jaden. All these fake Jadens. Twitch, play Dead Space or Dishonored. All right, I will do that. Some may call this junk. Me. Some may call this junk. Me. I call them treasures. Is that okay for Skyrim? I don't know. Dishonored, I will definitely play that. I will play Dead Space. I will play all of these silly games. I guess I'm starting out slow. Like I'm starting out with I have an NES, so I guess I'm playing Bird Hunt. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I told Gio, I go, nobody wants to watch me play fucking Burger Time, but maybe they do. Maybe everybody wants to watch me do a salt shaker on a goddamn Burger Chef. Who the fuck knows? Yes, we did discuss a trade with Jaden, and that's why it's not the real fucking Jaden. Although he, like I said, when he wrote me, I read the email on the air when he's like, hey, it was weird hearing you talk about blowing me for 50 minutes, which was fucking bananas. You should definitely make a career out of voice work, but you're going to have to chase the work, mostly by bugging the shit out of your friends that are doing it. Alan, I know these things. I mean, you're very cool to suggest them, but yeah, I know. Nobody comes to your house and goes, hey, Mike, you want to do the voice for a Coke ad? I mean, but that's the reason I've got to get in the door with an agent so I can get my voice out there and all that kind of nonsense. But I don't know the first thing about it, and I got to make money. And look, year 11, I want to do more of this. I would like for this to be an avenue where I make some money. I want to be working in voiceovers. I want to be doing Twitch, making money there. I would like to. Again, we've talked about it a million times. Year 8, year 9, all the fucking time. I would like comedy to be my job. Gio seems to think that live venues are dead, and I get what he's saying. I'd still like to do at least one a month. That would be totally cool to go to a city. And, Mex and I have talked before about a hotel tour where I would go out from city to city and just play in my hotel suite, have fucking 10 to 15 people show up and pay $20 each or whatever, or not even pass the hat, whatever I got to fucking do to get out there and try to make money that's not driving money. Driving money is convenient, and driving money is easy. I can turn off my brain like tomorrow. I'm going to take my brother to Long Beach in the afternoon, and then I'll be driving for 12 hours. And then I'll drive for 12 hours on Saturday. And then what am I doing Sunday? I'm going to a ball game on Monday. I talked about that earlier in the stream. 25 people watching, 34 likes, stuck on a Peyton. I can deal with that. If that's not Jaden, Liana, there's no way it's Jaden. Absolutely not. I think it'd be more hilarious if it was Jaden. Time to start worrying about annoying people. Make a career that other people can annoy you. Yeah, people annoy me already. I don't need a fucking career for them to do it. I just freaked wifey out by saying her name when she was in the shower. Catherine Sweeby. I did it again. Although let's be honest, she listens to the show in the shower, doesn't she? She just puts up a fucking like a transistor radio Bluetooth speaker, and she just listens to me as she scrub-a-dubs her day away and goes to help strangers sing. How is it up there, Matt, in fucking Moose Town? It's sort of like you two and a Yukon goose, right? That's all that live there. Then there's like a power plant where you work, where you run the whole thing. You're like, you know who you are, dude? You're Nicholson in The Shining. And you brought Catherine up there. I'm surprised that you haven't fucking pulled out the here's Maddie with a fucking axe. We're going to hear that Catherine got chased around, and you're going to wind up frozen in a fucking maze someday. We had to drag her out of the fucking Torontos and go out to the hinterlands. It's not the actual Jade and Liana. There's absolutely no way. You're good at voices, Alan? All right, well, that's good news. Maybe, you know what, Alan? Here's what I would say. If you're really good at voices, you should definitely make a career out of voice work, but you're going to have to chase the work mostly by bugging the shit out of your friends that are doing it. That's what I'll tell you. That's the advice someone gave me about my voiceover career. So if you're good at voices, you should take that. And it's also time to stop worrying about annoying people and make a career out of that so other people can annoy you, Alan. And so you're not off selling fucking beaten up Vitamixes in your driveway. All right. I just saw your email a little bit ago. I'm on my way to hack to hockey practice. You didn't, Jaden. There's no way. That is not you. I know it's not real, and you're not the guy. Matt, I'm fully on board now after you crashed my wedding, but Catherine has first dibs. Dibs on, and then we just on hanging out, I would imagine at some point. It's funny. I had the picture where I took a picture with your wife in Toronto, and people wrote me and they're just like, who's that? I'm like, she's a listener friend of the show. And they was like, that's a kind of a racy picture. Because Catherine is just looking at the camera, but I did this dumb thing where I'm like kind of like staring like right into her head, just because it was a funny thing to do in the moment. And people took that photo wrong because it's the internet. Let's see. That is so Jaden Giovanni. There's no doubt about that, even though it's not really Jaden. Lesbian porn is like Jello. Absolutely. I want to stick my dick in it. You got it, South Philly Paul. Thomas gave me $1.99. Thomas, you're the coolest. Tom, is that Tom? Is that Tom online who left a comment earlier that said Tom online? Thank you, Thomas, for giving $2. You're super cool for that, and that's really nice for you to donate anything to this fucking stream that is now at $1.29. Jesus Christ. Jaden changes display name to remove his actual last name. He's now displaying, he referred to the name Jaden the Kid. You old man. I'm not an old man because that's not really Jaden. It's somebody cosplaying as Jaden. That's somebody who just said to me, who was it wanted to, somebody just wanted me to cosplay. Oh, we wanted to follow Wah 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 cosplay? That's Wah 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 cosplay, cosplaying as Jaden in this very stream. You're not going to bamboozle me. I'm old, but I'm not that old. You know what's funny? Jaden the Kid says, thank you, Giovanni. And he's got those 3 little arrows. I thought that was a trademark. I thought Jaden the Kid had trademarked the phrase, thank you, Giovanni, which was phenomenal to me just for being on board with the show for 3 weeks. He decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit on this guy's fucking web addresses. He's going to scoop all of this stuff in and trademark all of it. So I got to sue him because he's got the copyright to thank you, Giovanni. Someone could make a Skyrim mod where every shopkeeper's Mike Schmidt. Those things get huge Patreons. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a mod of me keeping a shop in Skyrim. I want to sell some people some bows and arrows and some grog and mead and whatever the fuck. What do you eat in Skyrim? Turkey leg? A duck? Anybody eat a whole duck in Skyrim? You know what? Create me in Skyrim. Just let me eat a bunch of weird shit. We'll combine the beast from New Jersey and Skyrim. So I'll come in and I'll be like, hello. Welcome, fellow patrons in this tavern. Watch me gobble down this entire goose. Someone can make a Skyrim. That's why I'm helping him out. He doesn't know technology. Again, Jaden, clearly this is not you because you're just taking in bits and pieces from the show and formulating yourself into a fake Jaden, which is fine. Everybody needs a fake Jaden. There's no doubt about that. You want to see me as the voice in a Pixar movie? Yeah, but that's a voice. Nobody wants me to be me in a Pixar movie unless they cast some manic idiot at some point. I could be in the new Cars. I can just be like some speed buggy thing or some nonsense, right? Because I'll tell you what, like I never think I could do voices, but then I go to Mex's house and he's like, all right, you got to do Glory Hole Guy. And I'm like, that was just a goofy ass voice I did on the show. And he's like, well, now you got to do it for a whole fucking song. I'm like, great. Hey, fuck you. So I got to do that for fucking 10 minutes. And then my throat gets all fried and there's polyps and nodes and fried voice. Oh my. Let's see. I don't know. Jaden never answered the question. Still suspicious. Liana, you're right to be suspicious. If I was you, I would put on like a Sherlock Holmes hat and have a magnifying glass right up to the old computer screen. That's how, and like you're looking for clues like Robert Palmer in a video from the 80s. Was listening to this week's show and just hit where you said you were going to be live. And then KC Bills showed up straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker named Casey. Not Murph, but KC Bills. We got a couple of KCs on board, folks. We got a couple of KCs who listen to this show. I got a couple of umlauts listening too. I got an Oliver Rankbein and somebody else. Oliver saw me in Toronto. It's always cool when those people kind of reemerge. And Oliver liked something of mine this week. And I'm like, Oliver's still around? That's fucking great. Because that's why at the end of the show this week, I said some people have left, obviously, because from what I understand, some people didn't care for years 8 and 9 because they're like, hey, Mike, why are you happy with a girlfriend? Or they saw through the charade, whatever the fuck it was. But I did my best. And then year 10 arrived and I lost everybody in my life. And it was just me sitting in a room like this. All right. So, Alan, I want to hear you in a Pixar movie. You can do it. All right. I thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Where is it? Gio, quit giving money, man. You're just getting it back. Jaden, what's the question I'm missing? Was there a question? Well, I was saying, what trade did we discuss in the car? That you would know. Hey, Jaden, welcome to getting ripped on by your buddy. I don't know if we're buddies, really. I met the guy once, then he offered to help me on a thing. I'd love to think that we're buddies. Hey, look, any young person's life force I can drain into my own to try to keep myself relevant, I'm happy to do it. But Jaden's got a whole life ahead of him. He's got college. He's got hockey. He's got college hockey. He's got hockey in college. The guy's a busy dude. I can't get in his way. Let's see. Hey, Jaden, welcome to getting ripped on by your buddy. Me waiting for Mike to see the Jaden comments and every smug character eating popcorn. The trademark, thank you, Giovanni. Prove it's you, Jaden. It's you're giving 269 say it's real. It's not real Jaden. I don't think it is. I'm denying it. I've denied you. You know what? As in the same vein of Schmitty Christ Superstar, I deny you, Jaden. I don't. I want you to be real, Jaden. How great would it be if you were real, Jaden? One person who actually said they might like me and they stuck around. How fucking great would that be? Glory Hole Guy could be in the sequel to Sausage Party. Hey, fuck you. Hey, you don't come to a glory hole if you don't want to suck a dick. All right. Gio's on a second account. Exactly, Liana. Thank you. Matt Henshaw pulled a message. He said, Vump. Polyps and Nodes is a failed Hall & Oates cover band. Oh, those private eyes are watching you, Maddie Henshaw. I hope Jen's okay. We got 36 likes. We've got 24 people. We're at a minute 34. I'm going to wrap this up probably, right? Shouldn't I? Jaden, please try your best not to hit him. I'm sorry you're going to endure trying to explain technology to a goofball. I'm not a goofball. I would be awesome on Burt Kreischer's cooking show, Some Things Burning. South Philly Paul, I told this saga on the show. Glory Hole guy, yeah, Seth, he was actually. I mean, let's put it this way. If I was there for that reason, I would have been very happy to see Glory Hole guy. But I was not there for that reason, as a matter of fact. I was there, look, I'm just there to watch. I was like the Hanson brothers in that adult bookstore. I'm trying to watch the fucking movie instead of listening to the goddamn song. All right, she's asleep on the couch. Getting late for us early rises. Of course it is, Matt. You're always up super early. Don't wrap it up, says Ryan, who's made an appearance for the first time. Is Jaden a robot? He's not. There's no way this guy named Jaden, who's young and no social media, YouTube already contacted me, would have found my live stream on YouTube. No way. Well, because that would have to mean that he liked me or he was interested in some fucking way. Nobody likes me. We know that. I've talked about this a million times. And look, I know it's frustrating when I say that Letterman, oh my God, you know what? My neighbor smokes. It's coming in my window. I fucking hate smoke. What's funny? My bathroom walls, because Karen smoked in here for the first fucking, when did she leave? 2013. So she was here 16 years. Has it been? Boy, it's been 5 years. Yeah, 16 years. And the walls are they still have like that nicotine splotch on the fucking walls. It's so gross. Because I try to wash it off. You try to scrub it, it just doesn't go anywhere. It's baked into the fucking wall, man. It's awful. I didn't threaten to blow him to death. I threatened to blow him to life. Like fucking Evanescence. Blow me to life. That's awful. Let's auto-tune that. Mike or Max, could you put me in the auto-tune? That'd be great. Jaden might be a robot, Ruben. I have no idea. Because if you're playing hockey in LA in the summer, you got to be something. I don't know if you're a real person because ice doesn't last out here, for fuck's sake. Let's see. My invitation to a show in our hotel room in Vegas is still good. I'll have my car. I can pick you up at the airport. What's the dates on that, KC? Tell me the dates again, because I'd do that. I mean, but then I got to get a room unless it's turnaround time. What if I, Tom Jones? I fly in. That's me flying, and then I do your show in your room, and then you take me to the airport, and I fly the fuck out. One day in Vegas, where the world's your oyster. I get my kicks above the waistline, sunshine. What's that from? Tell yourselves, I'm old. All right, Jaden did disappear. Do I want new paint? No, I bought new paint, Ruben. We're gonna paint my bathroom. I think no. Pat said not to paint the bathroom because he said it's a glossy paint. So I bought a blueberry, kind of a robin's egg blue for the living room, this white shit that you got here. And then my bedroom's gonna be fucking green, and it's a badass green. It's awesome. And then Gio, because I even said to him, I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna be streaming or doing like Twitch, do I need a green screen? No, man, you don't need a green screen. And then last week he's like, we gotta get you a green screen. I'm like, fuck, dude. He's like, well, paint one wall green. So I guess I'll stream from my bedroom. That seems fucking weird. That just sounds gross. So Jenny's asleep. Don't wrap it up, says Ryan. I'm glad you're here and I can't. So yeah, Casey, give me the dates, but don't give them here. I don't want them here. That's not going to help. Send them. And just like Beats, contact me, send me an email or a Facebook message or something so I have the dates. Jaden did disappear. Well, he said he had to go to hockey. I mean, if it was real Jaden, that's awesome. But if it was fake Jaden, he's like, hey, I got to go to hockey practice and I'll email you when I'm done. So maybe he'll email me. Maybe it'll be a thing. Hold on, I got to drink some water. Did you hear it? I did it. There's like a recycling container behind me. Whipped it. It went right in there. God damn it. This scream's worth it just for that. You know what's funny? I said I was going to do a thing at the end of this, and I forgot what it was. If any of you remember what it was, tell me so I can do it at the end. So because there wasn't like a prize. I don't know. I don't even remember. Let someone buy you paint. They get to pick the color. I already bought the paint, Ruben. It was $80 worth. So that's a badass idea. Oh, to paint the bathroom? That's not a bad idea. I don't want people buying me paint, though. That seems shit. What are you, Geo? With all these schemes to get me free shit? Ha-ha, Geo sending me $2.11. And Ruben's like, why don't your friends buy you some bathroom paint? I'm a successful entertainer, folks. That's who I am. I'm a successful comedian. I get paid in $2.11 increments and bathroom paint. Swab. All right. Liana, you want a preview of the paint? Boy. Where's Paul McCoy of 12 Stones? Oh, bring me to life joke. Very nice. Paint a wall green. I see that white wall and I want to paint it green. Come on, who's with me? This chat's on fumes at this point if I'm doing shit like that. Watch paint dry live on stream. Yeah, no fucking kidding. That's what this is, David. Somebody said that earlier. J-Net Hockey, young, healthy man stuff. Exactly. What are you talking about healthy? You want to see something healthy right there, motherfucker? Look at that thing moving. All right. More texts. Casey Bills just texted me. How are you there and there at the same time? Whoa! I'm scared. Look at Colette Marine Lindemann giving me $1.99 when she shouldn't, because she brought me out there. She put me up in an Airbnb. She fucking bought me breakfast. I still owe her money for fucking breakfast. She bought a bunch of fucking booze to stock the bar with. And Colette, you got to be honest with me. I feel like a dickbag. We collected money at the bar, and she gave it to me at the end, and then I gave her a cut. I should have just handed you all that fucking money. I feel like a dumb fuck. I got on the plane, and I'm like, why didn't you just collect the money? You put me up. You bought me breakfast a couple of fucking times. I mean, you fed me at your house. You bought me a steak. Doug cooked me fucking sous vide nonsense. I mean, I should have given you more money. I feel like a fucking idiot. I apologize. All right, hold on. Let's see. Watch Paint Dry Live. Jaden had young hockey man stuff. Gio knows yeah, Gio does, right, Liana? He loves Jaden. Mike, you need a green wall behind you where I'll be gaming. I'll talk to, you know what, Gio? I'll talk to Jaden about that when he gets involved as he comes over. Let's see. Code word. Oh, Schmitty comes alive. Okay, remind me that at the end, too. I'll try to remember that. You would never pose his two accounts. Gio's not a troll. I will say that for him. He's well-versed in all things internet, but he's absolutely not a fucking troll. He and I have discussions all the time about how much I hate fucking people who do that and what a waste of life it is for people to just shit post. All these edgelords. I love learning these new fucking words. They're so bad. I said that before. You said you had paint already, but sure, we can do it for the bathroom. I do have the paint, yeah. One wall painted green, yeah, I guess so, but it's going to be bananas. It was the code word, Matt. You're right. She got it. For Schmitty comes alive, look at Hotman coming through. You already own it. All right, Hotman, then you don't want to win it, buddy. But thank you for getting it. I appreciate it. Giovanni says, hero for Colette, give me the $1.99. You're so nice to me, Colette. Thank you so much. Hockey in the middle of the night. It's not the middle of the night over here. It's 7:45. And that totally fits his timeline because when I picked him up the last time, I dropped somebody off in the area. I went to a Walmart and I bought a fucking Nintendo system that Gio told me I have to have. And then I left and I got pinged and he was leaving hockey at, it was 11 o'clock at night. So this totally makes sense of when he would be doing hockey. He finally caught up to all the bees in the chat. I am the talent, Alan Miller. God damn it. You're absolutely right. We are in prime stream. We're not in prime stream time. Jesus Christ. That's not true at all. I took the bar and you took the door. It was covered. Yeah, but you paid for the bar. You know what I mean? Like, and you paid for me to come and you paid for, I owe you. You know what I mean? But I'll get you back. Come out here. Like I said, when you and Doug come out, fucking dinners and on me and all that stuff. If you've got a good big question or idea, post it now. Mike will do it. You can get Magic. He's in the zone. I'm not in the zone. I'm just fucking yammering. Cool. It was really him. I hope so. We'll see. Released. The bees have been released. I've been talking to fucking nonstop for an hour and 41 minutes. That's longer than the podcast this week, I think. Don't fall for it, Ruben. Exactly. Don't fall for a fake Jaden. Was it the Isoplex on Roscoe Boulevard? I don't know, Seth. I don't want to give away any sort of areas where I might have found a Jaden. I can't be doing that. It's bad enough. I talked about the fucking guy and blowing him in the backseat of my fucking car. I probably shouldn't go ahead and out where he fucking lived or near there. I'm not holding back. Don't kid yourself. What am I holding back from? Literally, this thing deteriorated into me showing you a minute-long video of somebody else's dog. That's where this fucking stream went. It went right down the fucking sink drain because I went look at my phone while I saved my vocal cords for a fucking second. What an idiot. Did you used to play there, Seth? All right, that's good. I'll say this. If it wasn't really him, I think it was definitely a robot. None of us kills poor Jaden. Yeah, let's not kill Jaden. That's not good. I don't want that. That dog was totally awesome, right, Liana? Absolutely. I told you, like I got when our friend Michelle gave me the little Boston Terrier gift. I keep that dog was super cute. Alan knows exactly. Seth, look at this. Everybody's telling you about that. Do we really want a paint preview? I can get the can and show you the swatch, but I can't open the paint because you know me. I'll literally be like, look at this green blob all over the laptop. Everything's ruined. Stream ends. Let's see. Seth is smiley. He knows. Dufresne is a cute dog. Absolutely. All right, man. No, we're at $1:45 and we're just about done. Oh, we just went up to 24 people. Somebody just showed up. You have to mix paint anyway. I don't know what that means, Alan, because again, Pat is the man in the relationship. He's coming over here and he's going to show me what the fuck to do. So I'll throw this out there again. August 1st, I got to move a bunch of furniture. If anybody wants to come over and get free food and hang out, I'll let you do it. That'll be great. Like I said, I haven't even asked my friends yet because this all just came down today. And she brought a guy who looked like fucking Mario to come over and measure hey, it's me, I'm Mario. I'm putting him a carpet. So he's going to come over and do that on August 2nd, which is a Thursday, which means Wednesday I'll be moving shit when I should be recording a podcast. It's a fucking drag. I record on Tuesdays now because I'm trying to be, again, rebirth day. I'm trying to be better about work. I recorded this week on a Tuesday. I should make it happen. He did have boner grinds. That was a serious dog with the boner grinds. You know what that dog did? Because I talked on the show today about different ways to jerk off, and I said that thing where you flip your cock up and you grind it into the fucking mattress and just shoot all over your stomach. That was what Dufresne was doing. It looks like I stole his game, but I knew about that from. I've been in the game a long time, Dufresne. You're not going to teach me any new tricks. You might be an old dog. You're not teaching me new tricks. Gio did make you laugh. The boner grind. Mix the paint done by the store. They already mixed it. Then they made the colors happen. Unmixed paint looks like a bunch of oil over the top of some stuff that looks nothing like paint will look. Will Pat be painting as Paul Stanley? He might be, Paulo. I don't know if he's going to. Perhaps I'll ask him to do that. The paint's all the way across the room. Do I stand up, walk across the room, bring the paint over just to show you the can? That doesn't seem like a real good use of streaming time. I don't think so. Liana says yes. Oh, Jesus. If I get one more yes, I will walk across the room and get the fucking paint and show you the colors. Alan says heck, which is good. That's not a yes. Good. Fuck you, Alan. All right. What should I do? I'll put this guy here. You can look at him. Well, no, he's not. Who can you look at while I'm walking away? Here, I will put up my Eddie Van Halen mouse pad, and you guys can look at that. Oh wait, no, I just went black. I don't even know, dude. What can I distract you with? I don't know. Hear this. You can't see it, man. What's happening? That's Quentin Tarantino with a fucking samurai sword. Damn it. I know I could have gotten the paint by now. I fucking get it. All right, stay. Everybody with a yes. Gio's right. No, it's bad use of streaming time. Gio, you work for me, but I work for them. So unfortunately, they made me get the paint. So dumb. All right. So we got 2 cans. Oh no, easy. I told you I was going to fuck this up. I knew the second I sat down, bad shit was going to happen. Hold on. Let me straighten this the fuck out and move him. This was sunlight in here, so I didn't want to make it a warm color. Like I didn't want it to be dark because it's already dark in here a lot of time, as you saw from earlier in the stream. So I wanted to go with a lighter color, but I wanted color. I didn't want just white. So hence Bluebird. But check this badass color out for my bedroom. This is what is it? Sun Valley Green, folks. Look at that, huh? So there's that. So I got 2 cans of Bluebird. I got 1 can of Sun Valley Green. Hold on. This is the best live stream ever. Oh, Alan, isn't it the best? Everyone hide. You all hid. I can't believe you did. I did go, Liana. I said I'd get one more yes, and I went to fucking do it. No mouse pad. You're all for interactive paint showtime. Mike, be very careful. Fun times from Thomas Hotman. Oh, Liana thinks it's pretty. Thank you. I'm not opening the fucking paint. That's not happening. Thank you, Alan. It is a nice blue. When closing, if there's paint on the rim, we did not have an accident, thankfully, which is good news. I just knocked over 4 jokers. That's not good. There was no paint on the rim. The green screen, no, see, because that's going to be my bedroom. I didn't plan on doing that out here. I wanted it to be blue out here and then green, but I can't stream from my bedroom. There's just no fucking way. And I don't even know how streaming works. Seriously, I'm supposed to be up and running on my Twitch channel in like 2 fucking weeks, which it's not happening because I got to do all this carpet shit and all this other nonsense. But I can't, I don't even know, the camera, I don't even have, it's not even open yet. I got to fucking hook it up and all this shit. That's why I need Jaden to put down his fucking hockey pads to go score a hat trick and then come over to my house and save me from myself. It is pretty, right, Seth? Of course it is. And it is a nice green Matt knows. Yeah, exactly. You thought you'd never type it in a live chat? I never thought I'd show somebody my fucking paint. Hey, look, this is my bedroom paint. This is the worst Tinder chat ever. One wall. I like this format. It is like a bonus podcast, isn't it? It is. There's nothing I like better than talking into a fucking stream. It's fantastic. When I was 14, a Home Depot employee rubber hammered a lid closed on a case of paint as I was walking by. She ruined my first and only vest and blinded me. I still have a spot in my eye from it. That's the kind of genius I get from Gio sometimes. I'll be like, hey, how's it going over there? He's like, the neighbors called the police on my dogs because one of my dogs went up and sniffed it, and then it threw a used diaper at me, and then I got a tampon in the eye, and holy shit, I collapsed. I fell to my knees like Charlton Heston and seeing the fucking Statue of Liberty on the beach, and I thought to myself, oh my God, why is everybody against me? I don't understand why this is happening. And then 2 of my neighbors came over and they put a cigarette out in my scalp, and I don't know what the fuck to do about it, but I can't open my mouth because they'll kick me out of the house. And I'll just be like, hang in there, sport. I wish I could relate to any of that. I hope things go well. I don't know what to do, but that's what I get from Gio when he and I are fucking talking. protect my cash register. This in here. This is my cash register. The voice, the face. Nobody gives a fuck about the face. Although, I will be honest with you. I'm growing into my face. Like, I feel good about how I look. I need to lose weight, certainly, but I'm starting to feel better about how I feel like I'm growing into like a distinguished looking man. Does that sound fucking weird? I said it to Shannon this week. I was like, I had a burst of confidence because I caught I was at Mex's and we made some videos and I saw myself on video and I was like, I actually kind of like the way I look. I'm a little fleshy still. I got to lose some weight in the face, but I got cheekbones. I got dimple. I got a double dimple happening over here now. Look at that. See the double dimple? How the fuck does that work? I got two dimples on one side. I got sort of the starting when I get skinnier. This one shows up. I'm just talking about my face. Will I ever do another video tour of the area like a few years ago? Oh, you know what? That was episode 36, Vin. I can do that. I don't know. That might be a Patreon thing to do or something like that. But I've people seen where I live. You know what I mean? I always think to myself, there's really nothing to show. I even showed the ArcLight. I mean, if you watch episode 36, Vin, which you can still find online, I believe it's on the 40-Year-Old Boy YouTube channel. That was an all video channel. We interspersed a bunch of different things. We cut it together. Gio actually came to my fucking house to help me with that, to upload it because the speed was so bad because my fucking Wi-Fi is so bad here. But yeah, I could do that. I mean, I promised all these things on the Patreon page and then I talked myself out of doing any of them because I'm like, nobody wants them. And people have been very nice about it, but I've got to, I got to fucking reach out. That's the thing. Let's see. Hold on. Things are rolling down. Video tour. Yeah, Liana, I probably will. Can you show us the toys on your desk? Seth, I can, if other people want to see them. See, this where are we at? Oh, we're at 20. We're losing people by the minute. The paint really chased people out here. We were at like 28 before the paint. 8 people said, hey, you know what? This dude's showing cans of paint. He's got nothing. This guy's on fumes. So here's the toys I have on my desk. I will show you. That's Funko Suicide Squad Joker. And then Funko Star-Lord from Guardians. And then I have Oakland Raider bobblehead, which was a gift from my buddy Larry Swick for my birthday last year. Larry Swick, who I had not seen in fucking a million years and showed up at my brother's house. This is 1960s television Batman Joker, which is fucking phenomenal. And yes, he has he even has the little mustache, like you can kind of see. And then this is Arkham Asylum Joker, like the video game or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, but it was a Joker I didn't have, so I got him. So I've got these Jokers. And then this was sent to me by a listener, a Travis Bickle. I think, Matt Henshaw, did you send me this? This is a Travis Bickle when I was Travis Barbecue. And then my friend Ben, who I've talked about on the show before, this was a Crazy 88, but he painted it and made it Tarantino holding a sword. But it was a member of the Crazy 88. So that's here. This could be, how boring is this? This is so boring for all of you. So the good news is this is the last one. Well, actually, I told you Boston Terrier, gift from Michelle, listener. And then this I just got from a dude in our friend Rob Humphrey gave this to me in Cincinnati. And then, of course, 10 years ago this week, there's Dark Knight Joker. There's Heath Ledger. And he's the bitch of the bunch. He's the best. He was the first one, but not the last. And there you go. That's all of my toys. All right, so let's go on. I'm sorry. I'm missing people saying good night because they all bailed. I look distinguished. Gio, I'm not sure if that's true. Matt, thank you, dude. Go get some sleep, and thank you. And let's look forward to the interlude next week. It's going to be badass. Even my haircut and beard, Gio, you're really laying it on fucking thick, dude. So fucking thick. Bye, Matt. So good night. Thomas, cut the carpet and sell the squares like they sold the side from Green Bay. That's a fucking hysterical idea. Just another fucking scheme to try to make 9 cents. Who wants to buy my old carpet? It's probably got some DNA from me in it, as well as my voice. It's got the ghost of 1,000 podcasts lurking in my carpet. Who wants a swab? A swatch? A swath? Swatch. Let's see. Night Matt. Oh my God. Yes, it's bad. The carpet is bad. Like TSA carpet bad. Yeah, see, Gio knows. And he was here. That's fucking 5 years ago he was here. I cannot wait to get a new carpet just because also I've got these fucking shitty throw rugs covering up like all the threadbare stuff and the stain. It's just disgusting to me. And look, I didn't spill anything. It's not like food. I'm not a slob. It's just 20 years of use. I've worn it the fuck out. And I hate it. I hate it every time I look at it. So I can't wait to throw away these throw rugs. I can't wait to throw away the carpet. I'm so happy. I'm very excited. Let's see. Sell us the carpet. You know what's funny? That's what all of the women who are trying to have softcore porn with Maitland Ward yell on the Snapchat videos. Sell us the carpet. Make those things and see if people want them rather than convincing yourself no one wants them. Should I do it? And you go, no, but nobody wants a carpet. Alan, I'm very confident in saying nobody wants a piece of my old carpet. Why would they? Why would they want a piece of my old carpet when I could sign a headshot or I could call them. That just seems like garbage. Hey, who wants my garbage? If somebody wants my garbage, I get, oh, you know what? Here, I got this too. I'll show you this real fast because I got this. I think I've shown it to you before. This is my Hulk. And those are my worry prayer beads from Kuwait that I got. There's two different strings. You can see one light green and then one dark green. And those were a gift from Ahmad and the guys. And then the Hulk was a gift from somebody as well. I forget who. You guys have been so fucking cool to me and giving me a bunch of gifts, and you're just the greatest of all time. Way to go, Monero. South Philly wants me to do Monero. Let's see. Those things you make, people see them, desire to. All right, I want a square too. Gio, you can have the whole fucking carpet, man. Do your best, Tony Monero. Preferably one with Karen's tears or perhaps Jill's pubes. Well, I will tell you this. Only one of those exists. Seth says, thanks, Mike. Matt says, I like the sneak peek in the Schmittyville. Well, Matt, I don't have much to let you peek at, but I will let you see what I have. There is stuff. I got a box of wires here. I can show you that stuff. Yeah, Gio, exactly. I didn't care for that myself either. Too soon. Yeah, it's always going to be too soon, probably. I never got any of those Funko Pops. The dollar store near my parents' house in Montreal had the ones from Superbad. I was close to buying one of those. I like them. You know what they got now? There's a new one. They just put out the ones from Coming to America, and there's a Randy Watson with the, sexual chocolate like that one. There's a Randy Watson Funko Pop. I have to get it. I have to fucking have it, and I want to get it from Mex too. I got to send him one. All right, we got a loop going. By the time you got to my make things post, you moved from making videos to selling carpet. Oh, I see. You wanted me to make videos. All right, my fault, dude. See, you're not dumb. You didn't want to sell carpet. Because in my head, I was like, Alan, why do you want me to have people sell carpet? I'm not you in Kentucky being able to charm people into buying my used garbage. I'm not that guy. I can barely get people to listen to my voice. He said an hour and 56 minutes into a stream that has 22 people watching it and wondering what they've done with their lives. All right, my bet's on the tears. Karen never cried. I clean for a living. There isn't enough bleach in the world. Yeah, exactly. David knows. If you put it in a frame, it's fine. Karen's tears? You want Karen's tears in a frame, Leanna? That's awful. How dare you? Carpet now. Serenity now. Carpet now. All right, I'm going to push this 3 more minutes, and we'll get to the 2-hour mark, and then we'll bail. The carpet. You want me to frame the carpet? I'm an idiot. I apologize. I didn't know. I'm way behind. It's a stream, man. I got to try to catch up. So thank you. You guys are the cool. Hey, Seth. I'll tell you what. Seth, are you still here? Seth is still here, right? Is this you, Seth? That's you, right? That's on my desk. Hey, I just got back from Dairy Queen. Who had the peanut butter parfait? I think we all did, Casey. Just get one peanut butter parfait and 21 spoons. You're fucking covered. Seth, was this you? I think it was with the jersey. Jason had it. All right, so that's on my desk as well. All right, you guys are cool. I can't believe you hung out this long and watched me. Because I also told you, I'm like, dude, this is a thing. Because I'll tell you what, this is going to be a job going forward. You know what I mean? Where you hope to make money off it or whatever the fuck. And so you got to commit to it. That's the thing. It's like in me is the guy who wants to go, well, nobody wants to watch me talk. Nobody wants to watch me be online and talk, for fuck's sake. I got nothing. I'll talk a half hour. I'll talk 10 minutes, whatever. And I can very easily talk myself out of it. But I'm very happy. I made myself announce it yesterday on the show, and then I threw it up here, and you guys showed up. I mean, you're the coolest. We got 21 people. We got 38 likes. We're almost at 2 hours. Thank you to everybody who gave money. You guys are super cool. Remember the listening parties? Though, you know what? Well, thank you. Liana, you're so cool. I remember the listening parties. Those were great. The carpool lane of great. That's where everybody went and gathered. Hey, do you talk to Valkyrie? See, I've lost people that were around. I know I lost. There was a listener named Francis who she didn't care for me anymore. I know that. I don't know if Valkyrie listens anymore. I know Sandra Sanchez. I lost her too. They didn't like the show anymore. They didn't like some things. I've heard secondhand things. I've heard firsthand things, but I enjoyed them while they were around. That was pretty cool. Don't stop now. I didn't put you to sleep, Ryan. There's no way I'm putting you to fucking sleep. Seriously, I'm just babbling. How did I not put you to sleep with the paint bullshit? Valkyrie did, Liana. She's still my friend, but I haven't talked to her in a really long time. But yeah, of that original crew, you and Hannah are the two that are still around from that, and Casey Bills and people like that. Paul, South Philly, I'm doing these. I mean, it's just, I'm going to do them twice a week, maybe 3 times. I'm going to mix in the video game. The video game will be twice a week. I'll do these. I might start live streaming the podcast. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I would like this to be a viable income alternative, but we'll see what happens. And so that's a lot of pressure on you guys. I'm not like, give me money. I'm just saying that this is the plan. Apparently on Twitch, people will pay and you can get people to do that. And people here have been nice enough to give some money. So thank you. And people who are here have given money in the past. You don't have to fucking pay every time you show up. You're nice. And thank you for thinking of me. Let's see. That's cool, Liana. I vaguely remember those. Maybe I was in one. Yeah, no, this is going to be going on quite a bit. I don't know if we'll have well, I'm going to have a scheduled time every week for it. And also I've got to promote them better because today I talked about it on the podcast, but then I didn't put it in the Joker's page until a half hour before. So that's just silly. You know what I mean? I got to go and advertise it more. When I will just tell you this, when the new website goes up, on the appearances page, there will be a streaming schedule, not only live shows, but I'm going to post all of whatever streaming schedule I have. And so you'll always know when I'm doing one of these. You can get it on my appearances page, or I'll plug it on the fucking show or Facebook or all this other garbage that I have to be participating in. I could be in a MAGA hot next. What did I think about that? You know what? Here's a stupid idea I had. Oh, so you guys are still friends? That's good, Liana. But you and Hannah, I still talk to Hannah all the time. Hannah's in England. She's got a job and she's doing well. Physically she's recovering. So she and her husband are there and she's happy. And she wants me to come there and do a show. But, I want to too, but I do it. What the fuck? It's funny. This guy, John, was all on board with finding me a theater and helping me find a thing. But it's just, I don't know if I have enough people over there. I'm going to have to tap into an audience that doesn't know who the fuck I am. I can't, in Cincinnati, I wound up having 20 to 25, I forget, 24 people, I think. And they all knew me. It was like talking to a friend in their house, and that was great. And I love doing that. And that's really comfortable because then I can do this. I can just go 2.5 hours and just fucking wing it. But I'm going to have to write some bits and I'm going to have to reach out and try to cross the aisle and get some other fans. So these are viable to do and also to become an income stream. That's what the whole goal of this is. Let's see. Maybe in a MAGA hat. That's what I want to tell you, Thomas. I thought today, here's how dumb this is an old person's idea. It popped into my head and I was like, that's a good idea. And then I went, that is not a good idea. You're 50. I thought of making MAGA hats, but instead of MAGA, it would say Saga. Because of the band Saga. And then I realized that the hats don't say MAGA, they say Make Great America Great Again. And then I'd have to think of an acronym for Saga. And all I could think of was the song On the Loose. And I'm like, well, there's no Saga acronym in there at all. And that idea went away. That's how my brain works when I'm driving. What if I made Saga hats? What's got to be an acronym of MAGA? Or Make Great America, I'm dumb, whatever. All right, Alan Miller says, good night. We care, everybody cares, and I know you do, and I appreciate you showing up. And Alan, I'm glad you finally showed up to one of these. That was pretty cool. Thank you. And I'm busting your balls about selling. I wish I could have met you in Kentucky. It would have been cool. Ruben, everybody click on the bell on the YouTube page. I don't know what the bell is, but whatever he says, go ahead and click on it. It tells you automatically when he's on. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that kind of thing. Let's see. Hannah is super cool, Liana. Absolutely, she's the best. I didn't know about this one too late, but Ruben, thank you for showing up when you did, and I appreciate it. It's my own fault. John, when am I coming to Albuquerque, man? I don't know. It's funny. I mentioned Ashley earlier. She's in New Mexico, and she's like, you should do a show in New Mexico. And I'm like, great. So that would be me and you in a restaurant booth because I can't imagine having anybody else. But now looks like John's joining me and Ashley in a restaurant booth as we eat grilled chili, and I tell stories, and everybody laughs, and we have a good time. Gio, thanks for the heads up, Ruben. I hadn't even clicked on the bell. David Cross beat me to that. Beat me to the Saga hat. Oh, he made the Russian hats. I saw that. He made the hats with the Russian, the sayings on it and stuff like that. So I did see that. Smashed. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show that, Ruben. Smash that like and subscribe button. Not your fault. My fault for not clicking on the bell until now. Albuquerque is just 8 hours from OKC. I'd love to go to Oklahoma City. I played there before. I played at the, I think it was Jokers. I told that story. Me and Brian Noonan did Jokers, and a fucking roach the size of a goddamn surfboard ran out of the fucking couch and across my bare leg. Oh, dude, was that awful. Hey, I didn't even tell this story. I'll tell you, as long as we're talking roaches. I went to Japanese wrestling a few months ago, and it was here in Long Beach, and me and my buddy Paulo Benencio went. It was fucking great. It was a really good time. But then we're watching this thing, and you know how you'll feel something like on your leg, or you don't think. I was wearing shorts. So I felt something kind of brush my leg. I didn't think about it. But then I looked down, and there was a fucking roach like this big, and he was on my sock. So I didn't feel his legs. What I felt was his antennas brush my leg because he did that number. And I'm not fucking kidding you. I looked down, and thank God I looked down, because right when I looked down, I saw him, and I jumped up, and I was like, whoa, and he fucking bolted up my leg to run up my shorts pants, into my shorts, to get to my balls. This fucking roach wanted my balls. I jumped up in the middle of a match. Everybody else is sitting and cheering. I jump up and I'm like, fuck. and it was like, it ran really quick. It got into my shorts, but only mid-thigh, and I stomped my fucking leg. And everybody thought I was crazy, but then he fell out, and then a whole section went, whoa! It was awful. It looked like I stomped a roach out of my ass. It was fucking like I literally stood up and shit a roach. It was so fucking horrible. But he was so big, and I thank God I felt his antennas, because otherwise he would have made a beeline for it. And he would have wound up in my scrot. Fuck a roach scrot. Nobody wants a scrot roach. If your scrotum's got roaches, just get the spray, man. Fucking spray me down. All right, David Cross, smash that. Not your fault. 8 hours. The more you do this stuff, the more people will pop on board too. Is this sort of something that would let you post this to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter? Yeah, me. That's the only thing keeping me from doing it. I could post it whenever the fuck I wanted. I mean, that's the thing, is I could post it. I just didn't. Because I got to get better at this, because this is going to be a job. If I want to do my job, I have to make the promotion part of it my job as well. And that's the thing I hate. Because as you can see, I'm talking you guys out of giving me money. I'm talking you out of sticking around. I'm telling you this is boring all the fucking time, which is dumb because you're here and you're having a good time, I think. All right. Andrea says hi. Hi to Andrea KC. Absolutely. Thanks again, Mike. I'm heading out too in the spirit of Mark Maron's end of the show. Shout out. Lily lives. Absolutely. Steven knows. Who does he shout out? Who does Maron shout out? Who lives? You can hit the share button, David. It lets him share to all those platforms. Good night, everybody. Marcel, you just showed up. You showed up a little late. Marcel, you made a comment where you talked about the first experience of me, and you said I busted your balls or I made fun of you on the show or something, and then I went to comment on it and it was gone. So whatever that was, it was a really long comment. You were like, my first experience with Mike Schmidt. And I went to like it and write on it, and I never got to reply because it disappeared. But Marcel, thank you for listening to the archives, and thank you for commenting on all the episodes that you've commented on. It makes me happy to know that people are listening to the older shows, and I will be better about replying going soon. But yeah, I'm in living fucking color. Don't kid yourself. Let's see. Oh yeah, Boomer. I don't know what Boomer means. Oh, Maron Chathos is dead cat. Oh, that's right. Presumably dead, but hopefully not. Marcel sure did. Did you delete that comment though? Because I didn't get the comment on it. All right. So man, we're at 2:06. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Everybody, Jason, David, Liana, Stephen, Marcel, Ruben, fucking Alan, all the Allens. There were like 9 Allens who showed up. There was a Dylan. I'm not going to remember everybody's name, but you're so cool. We're up to 23. We're up to a Jordan with 38 likes. Thank you guys for everybody who paid attention. Colette, thank you for giving money. Matt gave money, and that was so cool. Alan, I mentioned there's a million Allens. Gio, I'm going to give you your money back, which is fucking dumb. Jaden, who hopefully will write me an email tonight, and he'll get me fucking on a real camera instead of just my laptop. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. I'm going to do more of these. Like I said, I'll probably do at least 1 a week going forward, and then hopefully 2 or 3 when the Twitch gets going and we do them playing games, and I'll do the In Real Life channel, and I got all sorts of plans. Jaden could dump me. I have no idea. Love you too, Matt. Thank you, dude. You're the best. And all of you, thank you so much for sticking around and doing this with me. And Rob's is coming in. It is literally the last minute, Rob. There's no doubt. We've been doing this for 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it just can go no longer. Rob, I'll tell you what you missed. You know what you missed? Oh, you missed paint. Oh, you missed a toy tour and a paint swatch close-up. It was fantastic. And you missed Total Darkness from a mouse pad. Oh, those are all good names for this stream. No, Murph, you're awesome. Gio, you're the best. Liana, yeah, tell Jaden I said hi because Gio is Jaden. He's the same dude. Matsushita, see, you know what you missed. Marcel, you missed all that kind of stuff. But here's the beauty of it. Gio's going to post this. You can go back and watch it. You can watch the glory of me showing everybody toys and paint. Oh, it's lovely. All right, my throat's about to explode, so I'm going to go. Thanks. We'll do more of these going forward. Everybody, you care. Everybody cares. Thank you. And also, next week's the interlude. Check that out because the code word for anybody who wants Schmitty Comes Alive is root beer. That's 2 words. That's the code phrase. If you write me on Facebook or you write me on email and you just write the code or the words root beer, I will know that you want a Schmitty Comes Alive, and I will send it to you. Or you can pick, I'll tell you what, you can pick any live package you want. You can have Stop Making Schmidt. You can have Schmitty Live, Schmitty Comes Alive, Schmidt Alive 2. Those are the 3 that we have, I believe. And any one of them is yours with the code words root beer. Okay? It's already archived. You missed nothing, guys. Enjoy the gold. Code. There's the code. Thomas and Leon knew. Absolutely. It's root beer. And I don't care if you make it 1 word or 2 words or all caps or whatever the fuck. Anybody who sends me root beer gets a live thing. Whatever you want. So that's great. There you go. Ruben knows. So thanks. And like I said, we'll do more of these. You care. Everybody cares. More of this live stuff coming. And like I said, hopefully we can grow it exponentially and it becomes an income stream and I don't have to drive. I can just hang out in the fucking cool ass apartment here and talk to you guys because you're the fucking best. Cool. All right. And if you haven't listened to this week's podcast, go check it out. Next week is the interlude. And it's so great. I can't tell you enough about how great it is. It's so fun. But also I will tell you this. I'll be on a couple of podcasts next week too. I think Cheryl Jones told me that the Movies Made Me podcast goes up this week. I'm not sure. but I'm sure she'll warn me whenever. Night, Colette. And thank you, David. Absolutely. Good night. My driving story is the best. John, you're the coolest. Thank you for saying that. Casey Bills, you swore, but I'm going to show everybody. Thanks, John. But really, I'm hoping I don't have to do any more driving stories. But we'll see going forward, whatever happens. I'd love to have real stories about things. But yeah, the driving stories are fun. I mean, I love accumulating them, but it would be nice not to be in the car for 12 hours. I'd love to make this a thing. All right, dude. So what? The interlude. And I should be on a couple of other podcasts this week. Probably Movies Made Me. And I'm on another podcast. I can't say what it is, but you should probably have your finances order. That's all I'll say to you. All right, guys. So take care. And you care, everybody cares. Thanks. End stream.